Allow the children. It's okay. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. She. Off your mind.
Chai. Now wow. People wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us call them hate speech. But fear not, Mayegu don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegu diary politico, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Mayegu don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegu diary politico, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Mayegu, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Mayegu diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Mayegu don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. Man of the masses, Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegu diary politico, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. This man, this.
Hello there.
Mayegu làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegu diary, Mayegu number one. Mayegu làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegu diary, Mayegu number one. Mayegu ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegu Live.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegu já wa sí. Mayegu diary, Mayegu number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegu diary, Mayegu number one. Bó bá ṣe àní Mayegu máa wí.
Thank you so much for joining me again from wherever you are watching from. Remember, share this broadcast. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends and tell them Mayegu today. Oh, look at the NLC chairman's face. One NLC chairman, Nigeria Labour Congress chairman. They're bit and blue black like that. Omo, you don't get democracy. Oh. Share the broadcast.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegu ti dé.
Mayegu ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mo ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegu ti dé.
Mayegun today.
Mayegun today. And yes,
FBI, Itibokad. I actually shared that on Facebook earlier today. FBI have dropped the documents of a criminal record of Tifnumbu, but Tifnumbu and his lawyers, they were able to win a court case that said for privacy reasons, Tifnumbu's name should be removed from that FBI document. Baba, I'm going to share that document with you this evening. You can see that I'm actually laughing, Abi. I am laughing because those who were waiting to teach Peter Obi a lesson, those who were waiting to teach you obedience a lesson, in fact, those who told you that you better be prepared because you are going to cry for 8 years as Jagabanditi takes his turn. A lot of them right now, it's actually not a good time to be a supporter of Tifnumbu right now. But do not be kind of swayed by their silence. I have seen worse under Bokuwari. As they are telling people that Tifnumbu, they don't need Tifnumbu's body. They only need Tifnumbu's brain. And the same Tifnumbu whose mandate they are standing upon is strangulating life out of them slowly. Or is it kind of faster? So today, rather than for those of you who did your best to avoid Tifnumbu and his gang of thieves and narcotic peddlers, you have kind of prepared yourselves than those who were waiting to drink your tears. Now them they cry now. They told you to endure because Tifnumbu is carrying out a reform. Well, now a lot of them are coming to that reality that they are done for. But it is just the beginning of 8 years. Man. Whether you are crying it publicly or you are crying it privately, Mayegun on Mayegun's diary political will be here when all those cries can no longer be kept under the wrap. Emma protesti. Shele stupid ni. Emma shekini. Emma eyitema gbe placard. Eyitema block expressway very soon. But don't worry. When the lies you sold or when the lies you bought and the lies you fed yourselves, when you are done eating those lies and the reality can no longer be ignored, one way came and said this morning on Mayegun's diary political on Facebook, the way came and he said, you this Mayegun, you are just a very black. Sha abused me, Sha. Then said, it is because you have easy life abroad. If them born your papa well, come back to Nigeria. I know they come. I've told you many times, so for those who care to listen, me, Mayegun, I am not here every day, okay? Because of you, I am not your human rights fighter. Tabari were ti o le ja funra e. I know they fight for anybody. Do you understand? What Mayegun does is just to, because me, I believe this is my own way of fighting for myself and possibly for my children. If you had your voice, if everybody had their voice here and there, maybe we can make a meaningful impact. Tabari were yin to ngo Mayegun, and you said that Mayegun is human rights fighter. So me, with my experience, with what I have actually learned about Nigerians, I go come get mad enough. I go come say they fight for your right. Everybody turn. When the sufferness shook, when life is about to be taken, weary. I don't fight for anybody. Okay? I am only helping you to put your life and your thoughts together and pick the reason why the life they are forcing on you now, you want a better one. If you are comfortable with it, kilo come here. Mayegun, you are supposed to why can't you come back home? All of you should come. Other people will share we share tiran. You are living in the shit hole. You are defending the criminals who are making the shit hole more shit hole for you. Then you are looking for human rights fighter. You are human instead of fighting for Nigerians. This is true. I'm saying this from my heart, and it's from my own experience. In your life, instead of standing up one day and say, I am fighting for human rights of Nigerians, I ain't sharing you. Go and fight for animal rights. That is more reasonable. Go and pick any animal that you believe that they are endangered species and pick the fight and start fighting for animals. Don't fight for Nigerians. Do you understand? But if you don't believe me, here we are. A lot of people did their best to warn Nigerians of who Kolu was and is and will always be. I mean, his wife, Remi Werikwe, came out just a few months or so ago, and she said, God has blessed them beyond their own need, that they don't have any reason to dip their hands in Nigeria money, which is the easy sell of criminals who have amassed so much wealth, public wealth, as theirs. They kind of love to present themselves as that. But the story didn't change, you. The story don't change. We'll come back to that, ladies and gentlemen. So, Kolu, in fact, tonight is going to be a very, very lovely night and a long one too. So get yourselves ready. We will take calls as well. Although by the time we end it, it's going to be like midnight in Nigeria. Sorry about that, okay? So let us take a look, a quick one, at the released documents that we have been waiting for, even though before now, I have told you that at the end of the day, FBI may release the documents and they will redacted some of them. I didn't even envisage that Kolu Tifnumbu will go and hire lawyers with $2.5 million. Or more cash out, Buruku. $2.5 million to hire lawyers who can stop FBI from releasing those documents. But they didn't stop. They couldn't stop them, but they managed to win the part of privacy. So FBI had to follow that. So everywhere Tifnumbu is mentioned, they removed his name and they put a blank box in them. That is called redacting. So you just need to join the pieces together. Everywhere you see box, Tinumbu's name and details stay there. Do you understand? But the FBI released the documents on Tifnumbu's heroin dealing. David Undenyi had already done a very detailed report on this, which was actually the genesis of Tinubu's nightmare. He has played this game. Initially, they wanted you remember that the Supreme Court of Nigeria was to give their judgment tomorrow, November 2nd. They quickly changed their mind upon the advice of his American lawyers. If you can get the Supreme Court to give you your judgment quickly, right? FBI may release the document anytime, even though they will remove your name. Nevertheless, they will still release them, and that could still cause some damages. So they draw back, they brought forward the Supreme Court judgment, so that they can, they can quickly legitimize him. And true to it, last night, which is Monday, FBI released over 300 documents on how Tinubu and his gang were trading heroin in America. How they were, in fact, Tinubu's PhD, Tinubu's accountant, he said he's an accountant, Abi, that he worked for Deloitte. That is a lie. He never worked for anybody called Deloitte. Tinubu told you he worked for Mobile as an accountant. That is also a lie. He never worked for Mobile as an accountant. The only people Tinubu worked for as an accountant was accountants to heroin dealers. And I didn't know there is something called drug mathematics. I didn't know. FBI, in their own investigation, some of the evidences, right, they were picked from the trash can, the bin of Tinubu and his associates, the bins they have disposed of, piece of papers that they have pieced, FBI put all of them together. That was when I realized that there is something called heroin math or drug math. Or drug math, wow. Tinubu was an accountant to drug dealers. And the drug dealer, this Andrew guy that Tinubu was working with, that Andrew no be Oyinbo. That Andrew na Yoruba. That Andrew na Naija. So they now gave his name as Andrew something. I'll show you. But they now use AKA Yoruba. All of this, and these people were making, as at 1990, they were making between $15,000 and $20,000 every day. Yes. No wonder when the DEA, IRS, who were tracing the narcotic trading involving Tinubu and his wife and his cousin, when they were investigating them, around that time, Tinubu has already run away from America. So they found $1.8 million in his bank account. Now, that $1.8 million as a proceed of drug trafficking, you could now tell. When they asked Tinubu, how did he make $1.8 million? You know what he said? He said his mother, Abibatu Mogaji, FBI, also quoted Tinubu's mother, Abibatu Mogaji, in the drug dealing investigation. That is true. He said he inherited money from his mother, and that's how he got money to put in America. Because his mother was involved in what he called, I think, import and export, and then estate sort of, property business. But when he told in Nigeria, he told people in Nigeria that Deloitte paid him $1.8 million, and he put the money inside his bank account in America. That's what he told Nigeria media, or that's what Nigeria media are helping him to say. Drug proceed. Man, don't waste your time. I'm not going to read through everything. I'm just going to show you all of the documents. We'll start with this. For you to understand, initially they were celebrating, they were so happy when they heard that FBI will no longer release Tinubu's criminal record because American court said they shouldn't. So they were celebrating that. But when you look at this is from the FBI, United States Department of Justice. And if you look, if you read on the top right, where it says Greenspan v. EOUSA et al. A civil action number, the case number, request, FOIPA request number, you see that there. Then subject. Can you see where it says subject? See who is the subject? Bola Tinubu et al. So this is the name that Tinubu paid $2.5 million for to be removed. He actually wanted this whole thing never to be released. Okay? So what he now did was that they managed to use $2.5 million to remove his name. But the subject of the report is about him. So when you now start looking what they agreed to release and others, the FBI has over 70,000 documents on Tinubu. That's what they told us. And that they will be releasing them in batches. So this is the letter backing up what they are about to do. So the whole quoting the section of their law and all that before they finally, started releasing them. Now, these are the pages. In fact, it's over 200, not even 300, right? So, yeah, 219. Now, from here is where the document started, okay? And it wasn't even in Chicago area. It was in Indianapolis, as you can see, okay? So look at this. It is Lee Andrew Edwards, a.k.a. Lee A. Andrew, a.k.a. Lee Edward Andrews. Okay, then Adegboyega Akonde. Sorry, Andrew was actually Oyibo. I mixed them up. So Adegboyega Akonde, that is Tinubu's cousin. All right. Now, when you go on and on, where they kind of detailed how the investigation started, why it was meant to be done, and then how it was done step by step. Right? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stroll through them. I want you to keep staring at your TV. Don't bother reading them, okay? I will share the link in the comments. In fact, let me do that just now. So I'll share the link in the comments to everyone who might be interested in actually going through them if you haven't really seen them, all right? This is the criminal record of the president of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu, okay? So a complete career criminal, a hardened criminal, you know what I mean? A accountant to drug dealers. That is the president of Nigeria. And Supreme Court of Nigeria can't change that. You see those places where you are seeing all those dash. If you see SA before the dash, that is them trying to redact, to remove the name of the investigating officers, the officers who investigated this crime at the time. So, just so you pay attention, by the way. And these are documents. Let me see if I can actually reduce it enough to give it a proper context. So, like I said, I'm just going to scroll them on your screen. You are going to look at them and see and read through if you can, or just glance through. Okay. This is the President of Nigeria. All right. An inquiry of IOALs revealed the following vehicle registration data. So these are Tinubu's data. They are trying to redact out of there because the court said they shouldn't put his name. You understand that now? So they were monitoring all of their activities, all of their movement, the places where they were meeting, those involved, the point where they were selling all the drugs and everything, right? All of these were detailed in this report. How Lee Andrew, who has so many properties across Indianapolis, as well as, Yeah, I kind of okay. Don't worry. If that link is not opening, I'm going to give you another link, okay? That one, all right? You will then need to download exactly this because I downloaded this before I could actually use them. Or else I'm going to be reading them through something else, right? So don't worry, I'll get to that before because I'm going to do this just for another maybe 5-10 minutes just to go through it, okay? So where they were using fronts, where they were using their wives to open bank accounts, you know, how they're calculating their money, the money being made, who was the supplier. So how they were using all of these properties where they were actually like cash picking points, drug picking points, where Tifnumbu, the accountant, was also banking the money and making details of how he's kind of moving the money for them, kind of cleaning the money for them, all of this. So this were the part of the initial investigation details of these documents. It is only when you get into the middle that you begin to now see the what I called drug mathematics. Okay, so people were being picked. Hundreds of people went to jail because of this. So, and that's why a lot of people are wondering why Tifnumbu was. America didn't request for the extradition of Tifnumbu, but rather they decided to recruit him. So could he just have been that instead of him going to jail, right? He became the asset of the American CIA. A lot of speculation are up because you can't have all of this information on somebody who committed this kind of crime in America, and somehow you only ask him to forfeit $460,000 and forget jail. There must be more. You know what I mean now? So people are asking questions, but again, they want us to to make do with the available ones. And yeah, you don't need anybody to kind of remind you or tell you how bad this is. Okay? You don't need anybody to, right? Now, you have a country being led by drug dealers. He's about to buy a yacht, by the way. Yeah, they want to buy him a yacht of 5 billion naira. And that is $5 million, by the way. Now, from record, it's quite easier. Now, they even bought in their drug dealing business, they even bought a liquor store. You know, those liquor store where you go to the corner shop to buy your drink and all of that. They even bought one, which was actually being used for the drug money, for laundering drug money as well. All of this, Tifnumbu was deeply involved, like seriously involved. The head of the operation was his own cousin. Do you understand that? So they were deeply involved. And the two of them were from Iragbiji in Osun State. So yeah, this, although in Nigeria right now, with the help of the Nigeria Supreme Court that legitimize the criminal as the president of Nigeria, all of these documents, they are no longer in any way useful in prosecuting Tifnumbu. He is now the one who is now prosecuting everyone who ever talks about this. Right now, his own supporters and followers who are also kind of crying and under the hardship of the drug baron, right? So his followers believes that if you ever talk about this, like showing this, do you get it now? So yeah, a check of the records of the California DMV revealed one. That is Tifnumbu's name. I told you everywhere you see all these blanks, yeah, those are Tifnumbu's names being taken out. Except if you see SA in front of the names. If you see SA before the box, that is the investigating officer. All right. So in one of these, right, in one of the report of FBI, sometimes in April 1990, here they were talking about the identification. Listen to this. They said the FBI Identification Division has recently received the enclosed name checks and or record request from your agency. These items are being returned without processing as explained below, right? So these were like the background check throughout the investigation too, you understand? Check. check when they were doing like, who are these guys, right? Like, take for example, here is one. It's like putting down your report, right? It said the Chattanooga and surrounding area cross-reference directory shows the subscriber to telephone number 61 blah 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 blah, right? The Charlotte Motel and Restaurant, 25th Street, Cleveland, Tennessee. These are, you know, locations of where either they bought or they were actually trading, putting people on the spot to sell those drugs in those times. Indianapolis is in Indiana. So they said that Tinubu's criminal adventure in America, crisscrossed so many states. It's not just Chicago. Do you understand? It's crisscrossed so many states: Virginia, Indiana, California, Illinois, which is that of Chicago, and so many other places. So, in their investigation, it was a big, big thing. Now, let's go forward to further places where they started doing the heroin math. Okay, where they said they picked up all the evidence from the trash can of Tinubu and his crew. They said at approximately 12:31 a.m., a plastic bag containing trash was seized from the public alley located adjacent to the garage of a residence occupied by Lee Andrew Edwards at 1522 Taft Street, Gary, Indiana. This trash bag appeared to have been abandoned in as much as it was located in an area accessible to the public. The examination of the content of this bag revealed the following described items. Now take a look at this. So this is where you're going to see heroin math, okay, or drug mathematics of Tinubu and his gang as far back as early 1990. One plastic bottle containing packing cotton label pajamas, that's quinine hydrochloride with numerous empty gel capsules. A piece of paper bearing the handwritten notation in quotes, 2 fleet enemas, buff stool softener, 1 small box Epsom salt. These were ingredients of making drugs, by the way. So 3, a piece of paper bearing the handwritten notation in quote, 226 W's, 33 G's, of quote. Number 4, a piece of paper bearing the handwritten notation. This was in August 1990. Sorry, I think it was in March 1990 or so. So they said W/132, now formula minus 2 is equal to 130. And times 8 is going to be $11,040. How many of you will be math genius? How many of you know this math? W/132 or W over 132 minus 2 is equal to 130 times 8. And the answer is $11,040. Heroin math. On the back of this same paper, the following notation appears: 1040, $1,040. Then the fifth one evidence is that a piece of paper bearing the following handwriting notations. Here is another one. Oh. So they entered it as evidence and they put it away. Okay. Here is another math, heroin math. Okay. Examination of the trash can. 114 times 8 is equal to W. And that is $912. All of now will be, so what is W? W is $912. So how? Do the math. On the back of this same paper, the following handwriting notation appears. Did you see that box? Tinubu names, Tinubu name they there. You see that box? That box that is above 114. Tinubu names, they said they must redacted his name out of there. Remember that. That is Tinubu's name, handwritten on the paper. And is the accountant. In Ain, they do the math. You understand? 114 times 8 is, if 114 times 8 is 912, that is W. Abi? Then another piece of paper. A piece of paper bearing the handwriting notation 941 minus 3111 On the back of this same paper was a partially illegible 3-digit number, possibly 405. A piece of paper bearing the following handwritten notation again. This time around, another Tinubu name. They have to off it, remove them. Under it, that box, so under it, you will see another formula, heroin formula. 110 W's. Then 3 minus 26. Then 15 G's. Sorry, 110 W's, 15 G's, 3.5 S. I don't even know what that means. Then 3 minus 26. The balance is going to be 256. I beg now, who know the formula? Oh, it's weight. All of you now be careful, oh. FBI, just like your comment. Somebody said W is weight, which is true. If W is weight, that means the kilo, the weight of the heroin is W. Right. My brother, FBI, just like your comments now. They like it. That you are an expert. Very good. So, yeah, let's continue. Heroin math. So, my brother, if 110 weights or 15 G's or 3.5 is 3 minus 26, the balance is 256. Una know the formula? You know how they arrive at that? Native Numbu's work. I want you to remember that. Another piece of paper. A piece of paper bearing the following handwriting notation. Again, see all the numbers on your screen. I don't need to read them, okay? Then one envelope addressed to, they don't box them. Guess who is addressed to? When you see a box, what did I tell you? When you see a box, who is that addressed to? Kolu Tinubu, Nigeria president. Now let's go on. In their investigation, they also said a handwritten letter which read as follows. Do you see that big box there? That big box you are seeing? That is a letter from Leandro to Tinubu after they did all of their heroin math. So they can't release it because it is Tinubu's. It was addressed to Tinubu. You understand how he's going to bank their money? Here is another one. A piece of yellow lined paper bearing the following handwritten notation. Cigarettes, circle. So first NIPSCO, license bureau, check mark. The bank, rent on 7th. Cleaner, Tri-City, maybe, and try to come over by 5 or 6. Tinubu. That box, now Tinubu name, there. They told him to buy cigarettes when he is coming. Okay? They said that, there's something like license, whatever, now code. Now Tinubu. Inside that thing, they still do another heroin math, yo. See the heroin math. 605, maybe that one are for rent. 127, maybe not for one license. But see, this was also addressed to Tinubu. Anywhere where you see box, now Tinubu did there. And because of $2.5 million, that is why you don't see his name there like that. Always remember that, okay? So here we go. Call banks life insurance, circle. Buy cigarettes. Essence order, Tinubu. Water and NIPSCO bill check. Don't forget. Check. DX, Manite, NIPSCO, crossed out. License, bureau, and cleaners. Tomorrow. Now, these license bureau and cleaners, they may be referring to their drug moves. Phone no day that time. They know the text message that time. They know you have to write note and send it. You feel me? Here is another part. Mid, erasable bond typing paper pad, empty, bearing the following handwritten notation. A, Tinubu, B, Tinubu. Then, another heroin math again. They don't do the math again. See all of that. Assorted white bond paper cut in various sizes. 2 pieces of folded aluminium foil. For those who know, those who cook drug, they are always using aluminium foil. Aluminium foil. That one if you do me more. Una fit cut that part out. And make a sensational video. My no fit pronounce aluminium. And you go say aluminium. Anyway, Shama will continue. They said, they always use aluminum, okay, which is aluminum foil. For those who know better, anyway. A white envelope addressed to Lee Edward with a return address name, Tinubu. 3 cut straw of various sizes and colors. Straw, science student. If you know that Olamide song, a science student with straw, smoking gas and the rest of that, it was a drug world. So here is another experiment. Again, see this one, a piece of paper bearing the handwritten notation, 2 fleet enemas, BOV stool softener, 1 small box Epsom salt. And go, okay, Epsom salt is just salt. Because I think I have Epsom salt in my own cupboard too. I think it's actually salt. But maybe they are using that for a drug, cooking drug to see before they now produce them en mass. Here are another, heroin math. Again, by Kolu and his gang. So on and on like that. That's the FBI file. So make a note to waste on our time because we still have a long night. Okay. So I will share the link for everybody who is interested. Okay. And you can read through them if you don't have a copy yet. And if you are finding it difficult to open the one I just shared, okay, I will try and get us another one which is more, you can then download it yourself, okay? You can download it and then possibly read through. Tell your children you did not support the emergence of a drug dealer, even though Nigerians are going to be those who are going to be persecuted for this. So tell your children the role you play with the fact and the truth that you currently have. I have shared the link again. Can we go forward a little bit, please? Because right now in Nigeria, it is a very, very tough one to identify yourself as a APC, Egbekegbe's members. It's a tough one, except if indeed, okay, your mental problem is beyond redemption. We have those who are still believing that everything is still going to be fine. There are people who are just eating Tifnumbu and the rest of that. He has planned for them. He's going to give them renewed hope. But we're going to get to that part soon. So I have a copy of Tifnumbu's supplementary budget of 2.17 trillion naira. And everything inside that budget, you're going to see them on your screen very soon. There is this clip where they said Kolu was telling his own son to not enter the council chamber when they are holding the federal executive meeting. And a lot of people are kind of feeling like, nah, stunt, John, and nonsense. They said people are bringing their family members. And Tifnumbu says, son, Sheyi, who is the first son of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So they said Tifnumbu was kind of rebuking his son. We're going to start from there before I take you next to where the Bulu Bala Blue, the druggy, Escobat was talking to those you can call his appointees. Then we're going to go to the big pool of tonight. Don't go anywhere yet. This one happened 2 days ago. Yesterday rather.
Again, last week I noticed the undue access of people sneaking in and out of this council. Including, I saw the photograph of my son. So he's sitting behind the cubicle there. That is not acceptable. I will announce to you those people who are supposed to be here with my consent. And this I've allowed man as a policy Bayo Nanuga, Information and Strategy, Akim Muri Okola, Principal, Private Secretary, and Damilotu Aderemi, Private Secretary. Those are the people who are granted exceptions to be here when we are conducting the business of the nation. Unless I send for you, don't come.
Don't come here except I invite you. Anyway, Tinubu is telling Nigerians to endure, that he is doing a reform that is going to make life easier for you. Emi Mayegun, the general overseer of the Temple of Truth, where it doesn't really matter how you feel or what you believe in. When truth hits you, Baba, you go know. Trust me, you will have a troubled mind. A lot of people who come here to defend the rogue and the criminals in Nigeria, is either they stop coming or they ended up getting killed from their madness. I have told you that whatever you suffered under Bokwari, whatever hardship that you felt, whatever looting that you felt that happened, all of the madness that brought Nigeria to our knees right now that you saw under Bokwari, listen to me very well. You will see times 2, times 3 of that, if not times 5 of that on that. If no, now only you supposed to imagine what does that mean. So if you are living a lie, that's fine. If you see me as your enemy for trying to save your life, that's fine. I can always take a hold of that, your conscience. Put some troubles there by planting the truth that you can never, ever shy away from, run away from, ever. And most of the time, I just make your problems worse. It's such a sad thing that even though I spend a lot of time trying to show you the real criminals, or should I say the criminals you call your leaders, to help you, help your kind of, thought process and all that. But I can't make you drop your chains. All right? A lot of you are carrying your chains about. Some said because it's golden chain. Your chain, your slavery chains. But only truth can actually set you free. Nobody is coming to fight for you. It is going to get worse. And I'm not even wishing it on you. Imagine the Olori Brukus that spent day and night calling me names because I was telling them who APC, Egbekegbe, is. And the criminals that are no longer hiding, they are right there in plain sight. Those who spend their lives and their days and everything rebuking me, wanting me kind of either killed or arrested. Now the shege is happening to them. I am still here doing very well, by the way. Very, very well. I'm not even going to lie. I am doing very well. Now I am still talking about, now that I'm talking about the consequences of your madness and Oriburukus. You won't change the story. You won't turn it around. You want to start gaslighting us. Start telling us that, Shebi, you are happy now. So are you happy that Nigeria is going bad now? Instead of you to let us talk and talk about all the bad things they are doing. Now you are now laughing at us. So you are not happy that I'm laughing at you, Ashiri Arai. You are open, Abi, that the satisfaction you would have is to see Mayegun live the same horrible, slavish lives that majority of you are glorifying. That will make you have a very satisfactory life, Abi. Now you want to quickly accuse me of not sympathizing with you when the consequences of your choice is catching up with you. You know that people cannot, there's nothing people can really do. From the mouth of Olori Bruku that spent his time shouting Yoruba Ronu for Tinubu the drug dealer. Kleptomaniac. You spent your time defending drug dealer, defending career thief. Somebody will be say nobody could actually trace any single job he did in his life. No single job. You can't see it did not work in his life. It never worked in his life. Any legitimate job. Nothing. Everything is a pure everything is like pure conjecture. So you spent all of your time calling me his enemy. I can never achieve what he has achieved in his life. I can never reach wherever he has reached in his life. I can never be this. You can never be that. Your generation. You are saying that to me in the last 1.5 years. Now that you are buying a bag of rice for 53,000, 60,000, 62,000. Now that a liter of diesel is now 1,330 naira. A liter of your petrol is now over 600 naira, 655 naira. Abi, when your standard of living are completely dropping and cost of living completely rising, inflation is about to kill majority of you. You are not associating that to your choice. Now you want to point fingers at me and say, are you happy? Are you now happy that people are so, instead of you to let us all join together and talk to our Abolori Brukuni what join together ni. Abi join together avec pa what I want to be, I want to near ni. So roko ye ki join together ko pa what I want to near. Oh, Robert, I'm just asking, like, roko ye ki join together ko, Now, you can now come around and say, are you happy that we are suffering? Of course, I am happy that you are suffering. Do you want me to cry for you? That your Nigerian Naira is now dancing azonto. You are not linking it to your choice, Abi. You are sitting down there, you are saying, it is because you lost election. That is why you are angry. Instead of all of us to pray for Nigeria, and you Lori Bruku are still telling yourselves, may Tinubu succeed. Tinubu will succeed. All of you, Olori Ibu Ashiri, you were prayer warriors, so no be so? May Boko Haram succeed in Jesus' name, and Olori Bruku Amunibuni. You are making you are actually making a God. You are blaspheming against God. And you know, Bruku we elected drug dealers. You elected career criminals. Unago can't turn God to magician. God come to our rescue. God will clear our cry. God will fight for us. And you know, Bruku ashiri rada. Now you know yourself voting on Bawi. Everything don't scatter now. You know me say una go change. I know say una no go change. And that is why every day I will always have a reason to turn on my camera to tell you, Sheraye, can you see your life? I told you. I said I had no dog in your fight. If I am given a choice about Nigeria, Mayogo, what do you want? To break Nigeria up and let everybody go their separate ways? And you, the voluntary slaves, obedient fools, sophisticated morons, the crumb eaters, the ass lickers, the the crumb chasers, you will easily tell me, come and break it now. Emi koni muma break in Nigeria. Show get here. It's not Mayegun that will break Nigeria. See, it is not even my wish that will break Nigeria. Now you go help them break them. Sheko ti dira darada bayi. Agbara long 8 years. Let me fi son ekun yen. 8 years. Let me fi she prayers yen. You see that your 8 years, that's 8 years talk that you normally talk, Abi. Majority of you don't know. If you remove 8 years from your age right now, Check where you were 8 years ago. Check where you are right now. So yeah, and you are still in that place, in that contraption, Abi. Another 8 years will join to it. We'll make it 16 years. Right? Eyin break here. Bokwari has done his part. Okay? Tinubu will complete his own task. 2, no thanks to you. So when you tell people that people will cry for 8 years, Baba, you are actually talking to yourselves. Here it is. For 8 years, Baba, 8 solid years, some of your uncles and aunties, they were younger. They were 8 years younger back then. They were after me. They were always here. Some of them Tidolushi. You understand what I mean by one Tidolushi? They cannot even afford to spend 10 minutes on Mayegun's video anymore. They can no longer afford that anymore. Our uncles and aunties, those of you who see they get muscle like mosquito, your muscle go expire soon. Ask your uncles and aunties. You have no idea what an economic jihad simply mean. What he capture, you understand? They will shock you. Now, what would then happen is that by the end of that 8 years, to survive, if you manage to survive, you can't be normal anymore anyway. So get yourselves ready for it. I have told you, make all your choices and don't get dog in your fight. If you keep keeping Nigeria as your one Nigeria, me, Mayegun, every day, I would always have a reason to turn on my camera to remind you that way, if you haven't, if Nigeria never kill you now, wait, it will reach you soon. Even me, self, it will reach everybody. But before it reach my turn, yeah, I will use your story to tell other people that you they see everywhere you go now, people are crying everywhere, like serious hardship. You get what I mean? Those will be said that they feed for house, 33 years old, where they still they feed inside in papa and mama house, who have no idea what billing is on social media defending APC. Now APC don't drop the bomb. Few weeks ago, it was the National Assembly that were given 240 billion. Tinubu is actually giving to himself and his cronies and the rest of them over 1 trillion naira. That is just going to be a ship from Tinubu. I'm coming, You look at this ship, Now, you know that Rafael Nadal, that lawn tennis champion, Rafael Nadal, now in ship be this. That ship is $5 million. That is what Tinubu want to buy. Since them born me for Nigeria, I never hear say Nigeria president won't buy ship. He won't buy yacht. You know, say, if you see, they say, wait till me that one, they say, Yatch, they call it before. But because I live in the UK, and it's so embarrassing when you have to explain to people that I said, Yatch. You know, like Yatch, big Yatch. I said, what are you saying? Oh, Yatch. It wasn't Yatch, gone. Says Yatch. Okay, Yatch. Now 5 million Yatch be this, so that is what they want to buy for Tinubu. And for those who know very well, this is going to be an instrument for drug smuggling. As you are seeing the Mexican prostitute, you go to see the Arabian prostitute too. You go to see Saudi Arabia prostitute. They see what is it they call her? Qatar prostitute, Italy, everywhere. They go, they come there, come the ball. Why do you? They born to suffer head. You go, they pray for them, make them succeed. Along, I don't know where your eyes do. Even me, self, I dey pray, say make Tinubu succeed. On this journey, Abi. Anyway, we'll stop by a bit before we go into the supplementary budget, by the way. Tinubu, they talk to his ministers. And I know it can be annoying. I have cut them into pieces, okay? But you need to listen. It's part of the conversation, please.
And please be assured that this great country is one family. In one house, geographically located, partitioned and living in different rooms, but we are all one family. And we are here to make allegiance and give direction to that one family, making sure that relationship can only be stronger if we give hope to our people, can only achieve our vision with boldness and strong determination, with collaboration. I've stated before, no one succeeds alone. You, the civil service, you must not see a minister as he or she will come and go, you will be there. You must make a positive team for the good of this country. Yes, I admit and I accept the asset and liability of my predecessor. It's part of definition in my professional background. But you are in this ship. You will make good of it, but not wreck it. You are a member of a great family. Don't see that minister as opportunistic.
When I shake my head like this, I feel like I am seeing a vision that is so real. Emma J. Yalowo Tinubu. Me mumuyele describe. Emma J. Yao. Okay. There is another one. Is motivational speaker. Here is another one.
The challenges are all over the world. You can see the chaos all around you. But be focused, like a man driving in the tunnel. Don't see the sky. Don't look up. Face your direction. Be committed to the value and principle of result that will affect you, your neighbor, and the entire nation. We've spent the last 6 months reviewing and evaluating ourselves. We've come a long way. But we set the agenda. Healthcare is a priority. Education of our people is a must. No weapon, no other weapon against poverty than education. You have opportunity to change things. Recently, or 3 days ago, we received the Chancellor of the Republic of Germany and his delegation of investors. One of their key complaints and the question is whether they can bring their capital, repatriate their dividends, or if not satisfied, take their capital away.
Anyway, that was Kolu talking to his would-be thieves. I'm going to come back to that too before we continue. I told you I cut them into pieces so that you won't get too annoyed and bored. All right. So what is trending initially today was that Tinubu want to buy 1.5 billion naira cars for his wife. Himself and the shitty man, they want to spend 12 billion naira on houses to renovate the houses in Abuja and Lagos. They want to spend 29 billion naira in procuring new sports utility vehicles, SUVs, for the presidential villa. There are many, and they want to spend 5 billion naira in procuring a new yacht for Tinubu. In the old scheme, they managed to put aside 5.5 billion naira for student loan. They didn't forget you. I told you that last night. I said, all of you now, where they beg for money on social media for your school fees, for your school fees and all of that. Tinubu has removed subsidy on education and he has introduced school fees to your universities now, okay? Don't beg for money online. Just go to the student loan bank. They are going to open in January. 5.5 billion is for that. 5 billion for Yatch. 5.5 for student loan. They didn't forget you. But while everybody is still kind of going crazy, waiting be this. Even APC supporters were like, which one be this again? I mean, they won't go borrow 2.2 trillion. And they want to use the money to buy cars. They want to use the money to, waiting be this. Waiting be this. And I never see any. This one I just toss pay. I told you last night, it's just starter. Yeah, what do you have? Yes, we have ukwobi, we have isiewu, we have egusi, we have assorted, we have amala, we have you know what? Give me starter before I eat. Give me starter. 2.1 trillion as starter. Yeah. We were still kind of trying to figure out, she na true or been a lie. People shake pariwo shak. They beat chairman NSU. You cannot beat the leader of all the Nigerian union workers. I mean, Abi Workers Union, Denny. Want to know NLC chairman be ule nisha. The beating was so much that some of the union, one of them actually had to issue a statement. We are going to do a national protest. Kilo day, come and explain. Come here. Mr. NLC chairman, what happened? We saw the news that you are going to Imo State to go and fight for the workers there, that they have not really been paid for over 20 months. How is that even possible? Oplaces or Dingba is owing some workers 20 months unpaid salary. How is that even possible? So if the leader of the Nigerian workers, see the number of Nigerian workers, so you know how many millions are there? That's like about 1 million or 2 million. Now their president be that NLC president, be NLC chairman. So if NLC chairman come to your state, that is like 10, that's like 2 million federal workers or 10 million Nigerian workers. So they are head coming to your state. You know, see that one a heavy head. You're not supposed to be careful. And if you are workers in that state, that should give you moral booster. They say, Mora, hi. That's what the workers were supposed to be doing in Owerri today when their president landed. But Nigeria is not a real place anymore. A lot of you don't even know. And even those who actually knows, they can't, it's difficult for them to actually accept that Nigeria is not a real place. So person can't do Mora, hi for workers when the beating started. Now the workers come, they say, what to be chairman, what to be president, or they don't carry chairman, they don't carry, who carry chairman, how then carry chairman, how then carry president of the union? Police said it is for his own safety. They took him into protective custody because they want lynch him. And when I saw the picture, I was like, you beat somebody, papa, like this. because he won't fight for workers. But some people are already saying, Mayegun, forget his jare. He cannot be collecting bribe in Abuja and say he want to strike. He want to strike in Nigeria. Then they will pay him bribe. And then suddenly they no strike again. They will strike next time. But he wants to go and start a strike in Imo State. When no place Uzodingba has been staging different spectacle upon spectacle in Imo. Spectacles orishirishi. Because the election is going to be this Saturday. How can this NLC the president come to our state and say he want to strike? Say he want make what do you call it? Owerri. So sorry, Supreme Court governor of Owerri. Oh, places or dig back to lose. This is Nigerian talking, not me. That's what they were saying. Say, you can't beat him like that. That's too much. They say it's not too much. My ego. They're supposed what? Kill him. A jury, I be waiting to be name. Come. What really happened? Mr. President NLC, tell us. That was when a jury dropped this.
Extend interim order. As interim order elapsed with time. You know, if they had issued a fresh interim order, it's a different thing.
Yes.
You understand? You know, I say, see what we are reading now. You don't read this thing to where some of us are. They don't extend interim order. If it expires within 1 week or two, you should have issued another order.
Yes.
You know, so they kept that letter. They kept that thing they posted to them.
Okay.
That they say, whether do I know that I should this thing they can prosecute me about? I say, well, it is the same court that granted this order that can institute a contempt charge.
Yes.
You know, you can't just now start prosecuting me. My brother.
They were beating you.
They beat me. God must have taken extra time to create me. Ordinarily, kind of beating.
You received at this jet age.
I don't know the word where this is.
Okay, we don't have his number.
No, I don't have any number.
That is the president of NLC in Nigeria. Did you hear him when he said, they beat me? They started beating me. They beat me. That God must have used a special time to create him. He's saying that if it is not because God created him specially, they go don't beat him to death. On top waiting. What kind of a country is this? It is Nigeria. Let me take you quickly. Let me take you through the supplementary budget quickly. This is the supplementary budget that is making all the kind of waves that you are probably hearing online now. Let me see if I can bolden it enough to become readable. Okay, I think that's pretty much all right. Let me reduce it a bit so that I'm not blocking any figure, because I'm going to be scrolling through them and you can check and you know what I mean. So here we go. Tinubu is asking for 2.17 trillion naira, and it is called supplementary budget. They are going to borrow the money. Okay. So they started with the Nigeria Ministry of Defense. Okay. This is the same ministry that has been given over 4 trillion in 2023 budget. But they want to give them this extra. It's just like, Rabba. So yeah, you take this one. So the ministry is going to collect 476 billion, 543 million, 847,421. Now, if you look at the breakdown, you will see the ridiculous things they want to spend the money on. Most of them, you can easily tell they are just to make up nonsense. This is defense. So, for example, so they want to buy guns for Nigerian army. All right. Even though they've already written the budget of 2024 with 27 trillion naira as the budget. Also, they're going to buy guns for the army anyway. So yeah. They said allowance for troops on external operation. That will cost them 18 billion. That will cost them 5 billion. Fourth quarter, internal operation, whatever that means, 10 billion. Request for critical and urgent operational support to procure equipment, that will cost 16 billion. For Nigerian Army, special intervention to upscale Nigerian Army operations across the country, that's going to cost 90 billion. Request for fund payment of outstanding group life insurance, 5 billion. Fourth quarter 2023 internal operation. Look at this one. Request for critical and urgent operational support for procure equipment. And then you see internal operation too, right? Now, let's go further. Nigerian Navy. Nigerian Navy, they will take 62 billion from the money, from that 400 billion. Nigerian Air Force will take 112 billion from the money. This is what they will use the money for. Procurement of guns, as well as special this. And this is where you see the presidential yacht. They just hide it inside that place. So they want the Nigerian Navy, okay? They are getting it through the Nigerian Navy, okay? Because Nigerian Navy will be the one to be driving it. Just like, to be cruising it for him. Just like the Nigerian Air Force will be the one to also provide the pilots for the 14 presidential fleets that comprises of the private jets as well as shoppers. Now that is it, almost 5.1 billion naira to buy a presidential yacht. Okay. Now the Air Force, they will collect around 12 billion from the money, and this is what they will buy. They will buy with the money. Now, when you go further, the Defense Intelligence Agency, they will collect 17 billion from the money. Now, Ministry of Defense, National Defense College, they will collect 22 billion from that money. Then you have Police Formation and Command. Police will collect 50 billion. 29 billion of the money is called recurrent. The money they spend on buying things or paying salary and all that. So FCT Abuja will collect 100 billion from the money. And this is what FCT Abuja will do with the 100 billion. Okay. So construction of appeal court with 10 billion naira. They want to build another appeal court with 10 billion naira. So then if you go further, they have Office of the National Security Advisor. This is the office of Ribadu, the National Security Advisor. His office will collect 29.7 billion naira from that money. Now look at this. This is what we use the money for. Settlement of outstanding annual service, legal agreement, and bandwidth subscription, internet subscription, ONSA intelligent platform, social media platform where they are monitoring all of us. They are going to spend 4.7 billion. That's what Ribadu will spend in spying on all of us, checking all of us, what we are posting on social media and all of that. So that when they need to arrest you, they can easily get that done, okay? Now, they say there is Operation Mad Thunder. That is this one is not the Defense Ministry. This one is just within the office of Ribadu alone, National Security Advisor to Tinubu. That will take 10 billion naira. They will spend 10 billion naira on a Mad Thunder up. God knows what that is. So on presidential fleets, listen to this. So Nigerian Navy, so Nigerian Air Force are the ones in charge of Nigerian presidential fleet. But for office of Ribadu to manage the presidential fleets, which are the planes, the shoppers, all that, yeah? Not cars, just the plane and all that. Ribadu will need 12.7 billion naira to ensure that the presidential planes are working fine. So here is another one. They say part settlement of outstanding liabilities for procurement of treated operational vehicles. They want to buy vehicles and all that with 2.2 billion. For office of Ribadu, just like Tinubu's wife's office as well. Now, here is another Department of Security. So they will take 49 billion. They are called Department of State, DSS, the Dokwemu Stupid Service. All right. So this is what they want to use the money for. They need to get something. It's a IMSI catcher, 5G upgraded version. The way they are going to hack into your WhatsApp, into your text messages, into your phone calls, and all of that So then they want to buy ammunitions, DSS, and all of these. They need the assault rifles, so everything shot. They also need cars, all right, because they are currently working, they are currently trekking. So that will cost everything 49 billion from that money. Now, here is State House, Tinubu's ass old rock. Inside the ass old rock, they will spend 28 billion from that money. They are borrowing the money. It's not that Nigeria has the money. They are borrowing it. So inside the state, ass old rock, Abuja, they will spend 28 billion to buy. Number one, they want to buy vehicles, 2.9 billion. They want to buy operational pool vehicle again. That one is 2.9 billion. They want to renovate the Shettima's house. That is 4 billion. They want to computerize and digitalization of the State House. Currently, Aso Rock no get computer. It no get internet. So to put the internet and computer inside the Ass Old Rock, it's going to cost 2.5 billion. So construction of office complex within the State House. They want to construct office complex inside the Ass Old Rock. That is going to cost 200 million naira. So they want to renovate Dodon Barracks, official residence of Tinubu. That is going to cost 4 billion. They want to renovate the official quarters of Shettima in Lagos, which is the Vice Presidential Lodge in Lagos. That's going to cost 4 billion. So they want to buy acquisition and renovation and rehabilitation of 2 numbers of EFCC forfeited quarters at State House complex inside at Mabushi. That's going to cost 1.5 billion. Then if you go further, the same thing in Gusape in Abuja, that's going to cost 1.5. They want to buy the vehicles for the office of Remi Werekwe, the office of the First Lady. That is going to cost 1.5 billion. They needed cars for her. She's currently trekking and carrying Korokwe Okada. And remember, they are very poor too. They need cars for her. Then you see the Ministry of Works. They will take 300 billion from that money. And these are where they want to renovate the roads. They want to rehabilitate or renovate across Nigeria. So here, then if you go further, all right, they have, highway, north, east, west, south, and everywhere. This time around, they were able to put the southern part of Nigeria, the south, the southeast. They were able to put them as attention, but they are not going to build any road. They are not going to construct any road. All of these things you are reading right now is the exact thing they are going to transfer to 2027 budget. They will just change the numbers. Where you see 160 million, they will change it to 1.6 billion so as to make up the 27 trillion budget for you. All of these things right now, they will transfer them into the 2027 budget as well. So, but fine, just so you know. They said Ministry of Agriculture will collect 200 billion. So they want to give 200 billion to Ministry of Agriculture. Out of that, they want to procure, chemicals. They want to do trainings. They want to support farmers. In fact, they actually want to give 1.5 billion to farmers across the across the length and breadth of Nigeria. So they also have Ministry of Housing, where they expect them to, those ones will collect 100 billion. So Tinubu said they will be building renewed hope houses, estates. They will be building estates across Nigeria that will be called renewed homes. So 100 billion for that. So then you see statewide votes. God knows what that simply means. They say recurrent, which include wage award, 4 months. Those they are owing. Cash transfer, 400 billion. Wage award, 210 billion. Take-off grant for the new ministry that Tinubu created, 3 billion. Monitoring and evaluation of everything, 2 billion. So Tinubu is going to spend 615 billion from that money on statewide votes. Now, that cash transfer is, they said, some people also need money from across Nigeria that are asking him for money. So they are providing 400 billion for that. Nobody knows who are those people. What is that 400 billion for? Then now, education. They said capital supplementation, that will take 210 billion. 210 billion, and they quickly hide education fund. They said education loan fund for funding student loan, 5.5 billion naira. That is what Nigerian students whose education and then what have you has kind of skyrocketed today, as the hardship in Nigeria is pushing a lot of them into poverty. Many of them are contemplating already that they are now they won't have to go back to their schools because they can't afford that. They can no longer afford their education. So Tinubu has put aside 5.5 billion naira, which is partly $5 million for the entire country education loan fund. Shishi, you know, go get. They will give the loan to a few people. Now those ones go, they give testimony. But you know the rest of you, no be Tinubu born you, they will tell you soon. Tinubu is not your papa. So INEC is going to take 18 billion. Nigeria police are going to take 9 billion because INEC is going to conduct another charade in Kogi, Imo, as well as Bayelsa, starting from the 4th of November. So this is the breakdown of Tinubu's 2.17 trillion naira supplementary budget. Ladies and gentlemen, Shishi, Shingbai, are you hearing me? Shingbai is not budgeted to actually help Nigeria economy. Shingbai is budgeted for the real revival of Nigeria economy, the one that will likely put all of you back to job or to work. Nah, listen to your motivational speaker once again. Tinubu, here.
So I assure you, you have a free hand. You must be intellectually inquisitive to ask how, why, when, and why it must be immediate. You have responsibility to serve the people. I've taken a young lady, very dynamic, Addis Ababa Usman, to head that delivery unit. If you have any complaint about her, see me. If you're ready to work with her, stay there. Delivery, yes. We must achieve it. For the sake of the millions of the people. Yes, we are talking about the population of this country. What do you do with it? Make it an asset or a liability? Focus on its progress and come up with bold endeavors. We are great talents around the world. The biggest intellectually sound country in Horn of Africa. Yes, we have challenges in SIA. We have challenges of climate change. South and north of Nigeria is battered with ocean surge. You have desert encroachment in the north. But we are still blessed with arable lands. We can do it. We can build our country. It's not about theoreticians. It's about practical determination and focused evaluation. Yes, It is our country. We have no other one. Let's be proud that we are Nigerians. Now we can do it. You can show leadership. We can fight to make democracy a lasting reference for the rest of Africa. Don't be afraid to take decisions, but don't be antagonistic of your supervisor. If they are wrong, debate it. I stand before you, and I've claimed several occasions, and I'm saying today again, as the president, I can make mistakes. Point it to me. I will resolve that conflict, that error. Perfection is only that of God Almighty. But you are there to help me succeed. Success I must achieve by all means necessary. We have
nuisance leleyi. Nuisance leleyi.
Baba Wiri. Is telling his crooked criminals who are there, right, that they must make sure that he succeeds. Baba, well, you go succeed, though. You don't have, probably you have no idea of the humbled slaves that are completely ready to enter and follow you enter Canaan. They did for Bokuwari. Just pray that they live long enough. If you have any problem, call me. I will come and interact. And I think that will have to do with Wike on the side. I want to digress a bit again. Pardon me. Wike said he will do what he will do. That he will not let anybody just take a structure talking about what happened in Rivers State a few days ago. Well, there's nothing been much, like, again, other than both parties have still been like yapping and then, unserious people, right? But for the record, so Wike was cornered just yesterday after some said that he was indeed begging. He ran to Tifnumbu. Well, it doesn't really matter. He has come out to say to those who came from Rivers State and told them that he's a politician. His life depends on his structure. If these people, if they take his structure from him, he's finished. That's why he will fight to finish with Fubara. But, well, Papa and son can fight. That's what that one said. He said, Papa and son can fight and they will settle. But in this diary, right, you can tell where this is headed, can't you? I'll take you go see Wike for a few minutes. Sorry for annoying you again. Wike, come on.
That people will not react. So I will assure you that I don't even think about it. I don't even know who even made the statement. It's just that as he came now to even say it, if not, I can't remember whether I have even bothered to reflect or ponder over it. So don't be worried about that. As long as Mr. President is happy what I'm doing, that's all. Because he's my appointer. So I owe him everything. And I also urge you to continue to support Mr. President so that at the end of the day, all of us will be happy. At the point where we are, Mr. President will take very hard decisions, which we may not like, but at the end of the day, it is a decision that will bring us out in this logjam. It's not going to be a miracle. It's not a magic. When things are very bad, it is difficult to just come out that way. But steps are taken to see that the president puts it right. Let me also say, one of the problems we have in Niger Delta, we should stop ethnicizing any event that happens. We should stop. And that's why we have always not gotten it right. MD is a German, is he not? Is he not? Yes. I recommended him to Mr. President. He's from where? Ordinarily, I would have said, since MD is from a job, why should I recommend another German to be ED Finance? Why would I do that? I mean, look at it. So it is not only when something favors us, we were right. When it does not favor us, we are wrong. No. In politics, there are a lot of internal wranglings. That does not mean that in that internal wranglings, they will not settle within their family. But to come out to say, oh, they want to do this against each other, that's very wrong. I was the instrument. I had every power then to say where this thing is going to. Yes, it's not correct. So when things are wrong, you ask questions. That's what leadership is all about. Not that you hear something, ask questions. What is going on? Politician. So that is where I will stop. I don't want to go into details to say a lot of things. Not to talk about where we're in the public. But let us know that all of us are one. All of us are one. Nobody can win an election because I'm from here. You need the support of everybody. That's what we should do. No one ethnic group will claim they are responsible for social person to do. It's not correct. It took the energy, resources, and all other people to make sure things happen. That's what I can say. And for me, anybody who knows me not well, what I will never take is threat. That one, you know me, I will not agree. I will not agree. If heaven will come down, let heaven come down. So that everybody will be at rest. Let's do things right. I was boiled over and shoot outside the other day. Do you know what we are fighting? Yes, sir. I should have said, oh, because you have a so ethnic group, I will not fight. All those who came to see me that day, all of you are Ijo, is it not? Is there any other person that came, other than people? I would have said no. Why are all of you Ijo? But I said no. It's what affects us in the Niger Delta, and I'm going to fight for it. So that is the way I operate. So Kingsley Gobi, welcome back. Thank you, sir. Having come back, you should be briefed. Don't listen to social media. I've seen all kinds of abuses. That's why I won't talk. I know in politics. Oh, they say they should bring in 20 billion every month because somebody don't give you 20 billion. Oh, they say you want to award the whole country by yourself. That's politics. But nobody said this when I was fighting. Nobody said that. So, if you like, accuse me from here to... I won't even have a sleepless night. because as far as I'm concerned, the right thing must be done. All of us want to be politically relevant. All of us want to maintain our political structure. So, before you left this country, you had your political structure. Would you allow anybody to just cut you out immediately? Who is that? Everybody has a base, it's not true. Yes, sir. If you take my base, I'm not politically irrelevant. You can turn it to economic anything you want to say. It's your business. At the appropriate time, we will know who's right. I will know who's wrong. Thank you for coming. And I thank the MD. We have been working very closely. I have told them, work for your
Nuisance lele. Nuisance lele.
He's being clever with the truth, but he's also being honest. But at the same time, it doesn't really look like somebody who sleeps well. I mean, it didn't look like that to me. But who am I to judge? Okay. And notice with a wiki. And meanwhile, Sinful Bora himself said this.
For our dear state, I know a few things must have going on, and everybody is wondering what is happening, what is not happening. We're okay. There is no problem. If we have an internal issue, it will be resolved, and everything will go back to normal. There is nothing wrong if a father and a son has problem, if there is any problem. But I don't think there is anything, whatever it is, I will definitely resolve.
But I was supposed to be like, is a pure nuisance.
Nuisance lele.
Pure nuisance. They are a bunch of idiots. Okay? Bunch of criminals, so to say. You burned down a part of a status of assembly. You were, I mean, the police were shooting tear gas at you as governor. Okay? And then you boldly, with straight face. There is no problem. Father and son can have a fight. I don't see any, like you're the mad in it. When we can tell from the two of you, because as it be so now, if you are a Yoruba man, and you are currently living in northern Nigeria, they don't issue one year. A week ago, Oloye Sunday Igboho issued a warning to the Fulani terrorists killing our people in Yoruba land. He told them to vacate Yoruba land in the next 7 days, or they will face exactly what he promised them and he gave to them before Nigeria came to their rescue. He said that. Then look at these guys. I don't tell off now we be Yoruba in northern Nigeria. Okay? Especially those of you who believe that you are more Nigerian because the criminals who are controlling northern Nigeria and their politics of a backwardness, right? Somehow they are in bed with Yorubas. To you, as a Yoruba man, una be friend, you have no idea. Whether now or later, because last, all of the Fulani terrorists in Yoruba land, they will either live, they can either live in peace or they will live in pieces. It's just a matter of time, or not even Tinubu can protect them. But when their thugs in northern Nigeria decide to make it political and all of that, Yoruba in northern Nigeria, all of you shouting one Nigeria and joining them because of Muslim nonsense. I am talking to you directly. One Nigeria. Am I going to shit to boys in you know what I'm saying? This is their own money. If anybody try to let it to say Fulani should leave, if Sunday should go after the Fulani, this time around they are not joking. all the Yorubas in northern Nigeria should leave the northern Nigeria in 7 days. Listen to this.
Every Nigerian has a right to live in any part of the country. Just of recent, Sunday Igboho was released from prison, but he issued a fresh ultimatum for Fulani community that are residing in Yoruba land to leave the region within 10 days. This time around, we, the Northern Consensus Movement of Nigeria, will do everything possible to stop that move. And if he refuses to listen if he resists to listen, then we have no option rather than to ask Yorubas that are resident in the northern Nigeria to also go back to their region. On the issue of compensation for our victims as a result of NSAS killing, Shasha Akinyele market killings, IPOP and ESN killings, we have been pursuing it for some years now. Since previous administration, a lot of promises were made, but still the federal government refused to fulfill the promise. So we are requesting Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on this issue of compensation to do something on it, as we are given 4 weeks ultimatum. If nothing is being done, then we are actually going a peaceful protest, peaceful demonstration, after which we will shut down the country on all food supplies moving from north to all southern part of the country. This thing we have sent to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu even before he was inaugurated as president. And as President Commander-in-Chief, we have also forwarded this demand and request. All security agencies, the head of security agencies of this country are aware of it. All governors of 19 northern states, all former leaders, the former president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, most especially those that come from the north, are aware of it. The Northern Traditional Council are aware of it. The 19 northern state assemblies are also aware of this issue. It's not a new matter. We have been pursuing this issue since during the NSAS, the Shasha Akinyele market killings, and that of the ESN and Nnamdi Kanu's killings. The National Assembly, I repeat, is fully aware of it under Senator Ahmed Lawan. That was mentioned specifically, and a bill was passed in that respect. So we are saying and demanding that the President and Commander-in-Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu first pay this compensation, and also we are asking the Afenifere, the Yoruba Socio-Cultural Organization, to call Sunday Igboho to order on this continuous harassment and intimidation of our people that he is doing. I repeat, what we are shying away from this thing not because of fear. We are not cowards. We are doing so because we respect constituted authority and we respect our elders. We are cultured and we respect the culture. So call him to order so that he does not carry out his threat. If he's allowed to do that, I repeat, we will have no option than to do the same. And we are saying that we have the capacity to do the same thing.
It is smoky Igbo. It is taking down.
Which is true. It is smoke Igbo. If you want to chase Yorubas out of northern Nigeria because Yorubas are telling the Fulani terrorists to leave our forest, all right? You better start it now. They better start them. If you are Yorubas living in northern Nigeria, the same way I gave an advice to the Igbos living in Lagos, you better start diversifying and be divesting your investment right now and begin to look for where to go to, because there will be more pressure than ever in demanding that the Fulani terrorists should leave Yoruba land. I am happy on the side, though, even though not fully happy, that towards the end of the murderous regime of Bokuwari, Amotekun, they were able to kind of go after these terrorists, even though they didn't do what was supposed to be done as it should be, but they finally gained the strength and what have you to go after them, even though now they don't have they never really have the resources to go after them. No real weapons. They are not allowed to carry automatic weapons and all of that. No. But they are still being able to give all these terrorists the bloody nose that that criminal that can speak English is now demanding compensation from the government of Nigeria. That's your problem. If they like, they can give you. Nobody today they pay you They don't pay you compensation for killing Nigerians anyway. I mean, billions upon billions and hundreds of billions of naira have been paid to terrorists in Nigeria to say thank you by Nigerian government, to say thank you to them for killing Nigerians. That's the only reason. Nigeria is rehabilitating terrorists, even though the terror continue to escalate and thousands and tens of thousands of Nigerians, hundreds of thousands of Nigerians are being killed by these terrorists. So yeah, you can go and collect compensation from them, but you will leave Yoruba land. Ajimbo, you will leave Yoruba land. A lot of those who are still currently not hearing the message or ready to actually march and do it, they will do it because the failure of this criminal government in Nigeria will make them do it. And the more searchlight we put on this as well will make you do it. So whether you want to chase Yorubas out of northern Nigeria, you better start them now. Fulani terrorists are contributing nothing to Yoruba land other than violence and terrorism. Now, if you probably are defending, that guy is defending terrorists. He's talking about those who have come under the, what do you call it? They have come under the radar of the ESN in eastern Nigeria. You have heard the calamity and atrocities of these terrorists in eastern Nigeria too. And we have it on good record that, of course, ESN was a threat and still a very big threat. That they needed the Ebubeagu. The military was not enough. The police was not enough. They had to recruit Ebubeagu, even though there seems not to be enough as well, in order to try and get the ESN away from the back of these terrorists in eastern Nigeria. And it has always been an issue. Now that guy is asking for compensation from the terrorists who probably have become, you know what I mean, who have been given or served the real punishment they deserved for the crimes they have been committing or they are involved. Now that guy is asking for compensation. You better go to them and collect compensation from Abuja, because there will be more of them that will be sent back to your way. And he actually threatened Nigeria again. Did you see that? He said if they fail to pay them compensation and, you know, and tell Sunday Igboho to stop telling them to leave the forest of Yoruba land, they will stop the food to Yoruba land and the southern Nigeria like they did the last time. You see, when you do food blockade, if you do food blockade to any part of any country, you are declaring war. Don't let anybody deceive you. This bunch of lunatics, self-entitled, what do you call it? Egomaniac. I don't even know what that means. I wanted to say maniac, but now ego first came to my mind. Egomaniac. Is that something nice? Is that something that I can use to describe them? Because egomaniac is for somebody who they say get ego. Those one are entitled lazy bums, unproductive maniacs. Do you get what I mean? Demanding and entitled. So eventually, wait till the talk say may no break go break. For those of you who are still in that your room, we still get data to come and defend your terrorist or criminal government on Mayegun. Okay, egocentric to say egomaniac abi. Egomaniac can confuse me, Jare. It's just that you come and mix more around sometimes now. But you are in your room abusing me right now, telling me that I go see Shege. Papa, just make sure, say, like I told you the last time, if you want to drink my tears because of Tifnumbu, if you consider the expose as, you know what I mean, hating on Tifnumbu and the rest, and you want to drink my tears, I told you, make sure that at least you get money to buy Gario. Because what's the point? Tears go always stay. Your tears, others' tears, everybody, whatever you call tears, right? It go always stay. But you know, if you drink, you cannot live on tears, drinking tears. You should try and get money. If you go steal money, if you go steal Gary, see what will happen. Because you see, this guy, is a die-hard APC, a Bekegbe member. In fact, from the report, he's a northern now, from northern part of Nigeria. I'll make a keep his state for now. Sherakbo Gariti with a logi. Before the election, during the elections, this one, particularly this boy, for those who know him very well, in that part, they said this particular boy, he took it upon himself to go after anybody that identify as obedient or Labour Party You know, say you are infidels. How dare you say Obi to come and be president, an infidel in Nigeria? How dare you? So it was everywhere. Those who know him. Now, election, just 5 months after they don't swear for shitty man and Tinubu. While he is waiting on his own renewed hope, the shege too much. Garilologio. Boshe mamu majority yin tembu mi na lele. Olori buruku yin, enyi were lebi. Boshe mamu yin last na lele. You will be lucky enough. Because the hunger that is coming, the poverty that is coming, the frustration that is coming, Emma Jali last in it. You understand? Emma pada jali, you na robbery una go do last. All them are paying on it. Because everybody were frustrated. The people where you want steal from, they are frustrated. You, APC, Egbekegbe sewage dweller, you are frustrated. So last, you want rob people where they frustrated. Oh my paying last in it. I go use your picture. I go take you to example like this boy. Chotiri, APC, Egbekegbe, this is exactly the life they want you to live. The life of stealing, robbery.
Muje ka dora kan katanga daidai inda ka dauko. A bare dora ba. A ya dora kan katanga inda ya doro. Muje ta kan katangan inda ka dora. Ta inda ka dauko.
Awon were barawo bansa. Any smart but if it's you nko, if Tinubu want to buy 1.5 billion cars, Olori Brook will never chop. Is there on social media commenting. Continue crying. Mayegun Emin crying. Ani o ma pa sorry ito ba ma banu yin jo to ba ma mu the day where they go catch you. I just pray say no be the frustrated people. We go just take your picture, beat you small, do all of that. Post your picture, post your video so that I can use you as an example for Olori Bruku like you. Ma worry you. So ma don penton by Ton Nigeria Limited. You are in that voyage right now. I get anybody paro fun e. Meanwhile, like I told you, I actually want to take calls. How come do I always have so much to talk about that the time is always kind of not enough? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep the rest to myself now. Because I can still spend another 1 hour just talking with what I still have here to show you. But may you not come be like, say, here you get. You self know add your own voice. So let's do that, okay? I am going to go and make myself another cup of tea. Then when I come back, I'll take calls. But remember, like the broadcast, okay? Subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Go to my YouTube. If you are watching me on Facebook, Facebook is not really reliable. Go to my YouTube right now. My Rumble has gotten over 86 subscribers or followers. So all of you now, you should go on to Rumble. If you don't know about it, go and sign up on Rumble, okay? Just go on to rumble.com and search for Mayegun General. You will see some of these videos there now, okay? All of these are the alternative platform that we are now kind of venturing into. Make it happen. So subscribe, like, share. And when I get back, I will come and take calls. People are suffering.
See, more talk about that one. What about the cat? You know we said the truth. APC government for this country na shit. Why you go buy cement? Cost. Why you go buy rice? 70,000. Ṣé mo ya ìyàwó le tan bá sùn nítorí oúnjẹ. Kan bá fi lè oúnjẹ jẹ, ko mo bá fi lè oúnjẹ jẹ. Ìwọ tó bá fi lè sọ̀rọ̀ against video yìí, Ọlọ́run bá yé rẹ̀ jẹ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn tó bá ní ni ikú oró lẹ kú. We are suffer. Ola ko wa ni la fi lè sọ̀rọ̀. Àwa ń jẹun ebi ò pa wá la fi lè sọ̀rọ̀. People are suffer. A lot of people are suffer. Ayé yóò ní dá ebi pa àwọn èèyàn. Give a senator they are doing meeting. Senator won't buy car for 160 million. For what? 160 million because you don't know good. They won't buy car. Who they do road? No be senator they do road. They give them road. We are going to enter streets. We are going to block everywhere. Nigeria they suffer. Now APC we do. We fought for APC. We campaign for APC. But we are suffer. Anything we want talk am. Now Almighty God, Almighty Allah will punish all of you. Inshallah. We are suffering. People are suffering. Regardless of the party, people cannot do anything for this country. Now suffering they won't kill us. What happen? Each of you, because of politics, I know that you comment or you talk about this video, anybody of you will talk bad about this video, inshallah. Inshallah. Our parents will suffer. All our parents are suffering. Food are cost. Everything are cost for this country. My God will punish you guys. What did happen? We are going to enter street. If you walk, you care.
Thank you to everyone who actually listened. Out of nearly 3,000 brethren on YouTube, now only 800 of you decided to go and do your own like. Just like the broadcast. That is your offering. You like it. That's it. I have a caller on the line, so I'm going to ask my caller to please still hang on there. Hang in there for me for a second. I have a message, and I want to ask all of us in the temple today to please help me put Kalu Okpara, a very prominent and supportive member of this platform. Kalu Okpara. He has been, he has been under the weather, and indeed, it was something even serious. But he's currently recuperating and getting back to normal. So, Sakalu, if you happen to be watching this video, right? I know I'm not a pastor, I'm not a man of this or that, but from the bottom of my own heart, right inside that my own spirit, right here, as you are watching right now, I am actually passing the what do you call it? The spirit, the spirit of healing into you. I will see you up soon. Just get well. And all of you, please keep our very good brother Kalu Okpara in your prayers. Just put him in your prayers, okay? Like those of you who are regular prayer. Me, I know to know how to pray. I won't lie. But my own kind of prayer is that God, just make sure say, Brother Kalu, guess well. Kind of thing. But some of you are very good. You can connect spiritually and other. So let me pray for Kalu Okpara so that he would be back here in sound mind with all of us. Get well soon, sir. Here is my first caller. If I see have him or her. Hello.
Are they here? Are they waiting for you?
Baba, you get patience. So when I grow up, I want to be like you.
Now me they wait for you.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you. Now here we go. You are my first caller tonight. How are you,
Baba,
sir? Baba, just deal.
Lafia kalau.
Lafia kalau. Ya aiki.
Lafiya kalau aiki, lafiya kalau ya mata.
Ya lafiya kalau mata, lafiya. Kita ni tomo ya no. Menene ko. Abi woni menene Ahmed.
Menene kilo de ni menene. Menene kilo de.
Mo ko ye small pikin ló ńjẹ́ menene ni.
No,
anyway,
yaro.
Ọkùnrin ni yaro. Lafiya yaro ko.
Lafiya kalau ina nan lafiya lau. Yawa to ya gida.
Alhamdulillah. Madala.
To
yawa.
Sanu da yi.
Ya lafiya kalau. Thank you.
Allah ya baka nasara. Allah ya ba mu nasara.
I don't sweat now because I won't lie to you. You know, I'm beginning to sound like that broken record. No stretcher. How are you?
No, na pray. I say Allah ya ba mu nasara. May we conquer them.
Amen. Amen. Thank you very much. Because I was you remember when we were kind of growing up, right? There was this kind of a Yoruba comedy, right? When they go somewhere say Baba Suwe and others, okay, or even Baba Salah, right? And because they can't speak English, okay, so when they say Baba, how are you? Does he not talk? No, he talks. He's saying yes to you. Then the next year, just like, Baba, oh, it's so great to see you. I can see that you are doing well, and all of that. I say, amen. Well, tell that I cannot speak English. Can you continue, Baba? That's exactly what the language sounded like to me. I'm like, I knew we're okay. But it's good to see you. I mean, to hear from you again, Ahmed. Seriously. Yeah. How is everything?
Igboro ti red.
Igboro to propoye. Everything to propoye, prof.
Everything. Kabaye,
people they complain say Tinubu is insensitive to them. I said, are you just knowing?
I just did laugh. Me na laughing season I did. I just did laugh.
So you said no get any single tear where you feel drop. Everybody get something to drink.
Baba, which tears I go drop give for you?
So you then. Your eyes don't dry.
I love you.
You'll be my person.
Yeah. People will be say you still tell them that time, that they do anyhow. You don't they read, everybody they complain. DM full, DM tinkun. I mean like a messenger tinkun every day message. I call woman. In short, if I get that I was open the message, you go see I don't read them. I will just put last side. As in waiting what make I tell you.
Like what do you want me to do? What do you want me to say?
You go come here, person go contact say, so waiting what make we do? At least we go vote somebody. I say, sit down for your house now. They tell you, may you go vote. If you no go vote, I swear that conscience, you go get them for mine and say, Kenya, I contribute
to this. So,
But you yourself, you carry yourself, come out, you go contribute inside the suffer where they suffer. You can't come back, can't the shout from my own DM.
Are you trying to mock us? Yes, I'm mocking you. I'm mocking you. Are you trying to mock us? Yes, I'm laughing at you. Why are you surprised?
We never knock 1 year everywhere.
You are now coming back to say, at least don't mock us. You shouldn't be mocked. Yes, I'm mocking you.
You see the paper we just share where they talk the military or spend the we cuckoo don't know how we cuckoo don't know where the money they go. We know the average soldiers where they road will be say at feed family won't go. They no fit feed themselves. They will find way go use chop that kind of thing. So we will know say no be for them. And thank God some of them, and I not go say most, some of them, they don't understand the everyone they find way. I want go offer yourself, offer jackpot. They won't come out.
Nigeria military.
Offer yes, they won't come out. They won't come out. So like I said,
defend their fatherland again, Ahmed.
You see, this liberation, I did tell you, one way or the other, I go see say if it go happen from the military also. Make I add also, because we don't know it can spark at anywhere. But from military, if it happen, we be say themselves chuked. Now then, everybody, kashi. You understand? But people don't understand because you see, there is no way you are not taking up your military personnel and you expect them to do what they are supposed to do. How? How you want take do them? How you want take do them? You see, might even forget to the story long. Now you see Moshe Wayi Monko ni 1 duty station to another. I'm moving to another place right now. So do you know that Moshe Wayi military long fund the movement? They are funding my movement. Alone make just from movement. Timofe move money move around me. Well, they can send people to come pack up and move you, but I would move myself. Move around me. Alone make over $10,000 just for moving. Move yourself. Imagine.
Don't worry, I'll do it myself instead of you paying them to do. Just give me the
yeah, my pocket. Oh,
nothing thousand move now, like moving, you know what I mean, like packing.
3 bedroom. Alone, mo fẹ́ gba truck tí ma fi kó 3 bedroom. Truck tí ó ju highest, ma ná 3,000 fún travel láti ibi tí mo lọ, because it's like almost a day drive from Kentucky to Texas. Almost a day drive. So my stop hotel, probably 2 hotels. I'll stop, move, stop, move, stop. Alone mo fẹ́ ná, mi ò lè ná ju 3,000 lọ highest. I'll pocket that money. I'll do something good with it. That is how I no go put my life down. Say, okay,
tell me,
I won't serve the army. How I no go put my life down? Because they are doing what they are supposed to do. They will take care of you. They will take care of your family, even if you are not there. So tell me, how do you expect any country to say they want to face this country? They want to fight them, and you think they will succeed? Well, they succeed. Let me, if Nigerian military, if they go package well, say that they do them well, forget any terrorists and say they won't fight terrorism. They won't fight terrorism. Forget. They are boys. They are people, determined people for down. We be say they won't work. Determined people in every aspect. Forget about the military. In every aspect, determined people, they will be say they won't work. But you know what? They don't already corrupt their minds. Only lower knee and body, but if working system day, our call and jadi, no be you, no be me, no be almost everybody within in the house, come out, leave that space, go another place, they make them. No be magic. Magic ko, but live, live. This is how people are supposed to live. But once you don't go, they say, now grace. No, there's nothing like grace.
Grace, you should be grateful that God don't bless you now. But why can't you have that same thing in your country? Have you ever even thought about that? Like, why can't we have this? Do we not deserve this grace?
And you know the most painful part, the most painful blow grammar. The most painful part.
You should try and be in my shoes, Baba. Sometimes that's why I quickly tell you, oh, you go back to very much. I need to take a break. You call my program, you say you are saying I'm not speaking good English. You get mental problem. Which Oyibo go speak? Which Oyibo go speak Yoruba fluently for 3 straight hours?
Colonial mentality.
Continue, Ahmed. And now, conveniently,
now
I will even pay any Oyibo that speak Yoruba fluently like this. I'll pay to watch him. I'll pay, subscribe to actually listen to him.
I tell you. So tell me, how people? Oh God, make I just
fine.
Because
so much, Ahmed,
they pay me. They pay me, bro.
It pays everyone, no doubt.
People just need to look on get sense. Oh, come on, lokolo, rara. You allow you.
Baba, make sure you cut down everything that's going to sort of bring Nigeria frustration to you.
Hello
there.
My good general.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm so happy. This is my first time calling.
Amazing. What's your name?
My name is Mike. I'm calling from Abidjan.
Mike from Abidjan. That's class.
Yeah.
How are you tonight, Mike?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm more than good. Talking directly to you right now.
Thank you very much. I feel same. I mean, I actually feel safe when I speak to somebody for the first time too. And thank you.
Yeah. I always follow your program, everything you say about what is going on in Nigeria. I know a lot of why people hate you so much because you're preaching the truth. It is so difficult for them to accept it. Yeah. So when it's so difficult for them to accept it, and that is why everybody speaks against it. All the time I take time to listen to you. I say, man, this man is saying the truth. I find out that all these our religious pastors and other politicians, they're working together. My ego. Just think about all the whole church in Nigeria. We always go and do some prayers in the morning, and we say we are not praying today. Everybody should come out in mass and ask for the change of government.
Imagine how it's going to be. The Lagos we covered, Abuja we covered, everywhere we covered, but they're not ready to do it. They keep giving hope to people where there is no hope. You know that this man, a politician, is lying. No, think about it. All the time we go to church, like you meet a pastor, you tell a young lady, don't worry, my daughter, you're going to get married this year. Before a lady can get married, a man needs to be working and get money to get married to this man, this lady. You see? So when you're not creating, a job for this guy, after this guy come out from the school, this lady, the pastor is giving a lot of promise, will be staying there for years. Nobody can get married to her. But the pastor prefer giving that hope instead of asking some people, let's go out there, fight for this government. Let there be a new change. They give you hope. The hope are not even there because there's no means for you to obtain that.
You get that? Hope without work, prayer without work.
Prayer without work. Prayer without work. This evening now you are talking about everything that fashion against you. You are saying about when you're talking about, you say that you have to cut and bind.
That's right.
This government is fashion against the youth.
God bless you,
man.
You are talking, you are spitting. Continue.
Yeah, it's fashioning against the future of unborn children.
That's right.
And whenever we think about it, we feel so bad. We feel so bad that we don't know what we can do. I called one of my pastors, he called me last time from Nigeria. Hello, how you doing? How's your kids? How's your madam? I said, we have decided not to send money to Nigeria because Nigerian people, they cannot listen. I said, why don't you, pastor, go out there and, ask this government, all these governors, they all go to church.
They do.
All these ministers, they all go to church. Ask them, change your way of doing things. Do it in a rightful way. You know what the pastor said?
What?
He said, the people of Israel, they spent 400 years in Egypt. After that, I know that one day will not come. Because even the Israel, that everyone wants to go to Jerusalem, there is bomb there now. Nobody wants to go to Jerusalem.
No.
He said, no, my son, I have hope that one day Nigeria will be good. I said, Nigeria can never be good if you have not make a move. Imagine all these churches now, all these big churches now. You think about the name, thousands of people flowing there. They all come out. The pastor lead them out, say, let's cover Abuja. We want the change of government. Things will change. But the pastors, they are not ready to do it. Because if they do it, there are no money coming into their pocket again.
To lose their own fortune, and that's a risk they don't want to take. Something, they are also scared of poverty, that they are all became very poor. I'll tell you something, Mike. In Nigeria, you have pointed out at the pastors. Okay, now let me point out at the elite. Those who always kind of love to parade themselves as educated, rich, connected, and even powerful, call them elite. Some of them are into businesses or other things and all that. Okay. Now, when you take a look at all of them, like you said that they are like the weapons fashioned against Nigerians and the rest. So when you take a look at all these elites, and you realize that all they have is money. Billions inside the poverty capital of the world, and they are comfortable in a country that they are billionaires. It has no stable electricity. They have no reliable infrastructure. It is the poverty capital of the world because over 145 million Nigerians are living in multidimensional poverty. And they are being led by career criminals. Now, here is the point where I want to make go, and they are not worried. How can you say you are exposed, you are an elite, and you also have money? That everybody have is just that money. That people are beginning to ask, why would you go and bury billions in a septic tank? Bury money on the ground when you could create jobs that could take people out of poverty? How? Why? Sure, you understand me now? Like, all they have is what? Is money. I just thought I should add that too. The elite and the pastors. The list is endless, and there is no way out. There is no way out.
That's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's why every young man is now waking up, about this issue of religion of thing, because we find out the pastors and the politicians are the same. Because even when the white man come into this African stuff, they also come with the military. Even when they read respect your leader, pray for them, they have the plan. And now African leaders also take over this slavery and are suffering their own brother. It's so shameful. It's so shameful.
Honestly.
It's so shameful that a big country like Nigeria, we don't have lights, we don't have road. When people speak about us, they say, "Oh, you guys, we are so good. You're rich. You're rich. You're rich. Your country. What are you doing in our country?" I say, "My brother, forget about it. We don't want to go into details because in Nigeria is the place that my brother. When you think about Nigeria, you just get upset.
It breaks your heart. Exactly. And if you think about Nigeria and you're not angry, maybe you have managed to kind of, anybody that thinks about Nigeria is not angry. That person has managed to.
That person doesn't love Nigeria.
You know what I mean?
If you think about Nigeria and you're not angry, you don't love Nigeria. Absolutely. When you think about Nigeria and you're angry, that means you love that country. You want something to change. And because even when we're outside here, one day we want to go back home. And that's why we feel so bad.
Mike.
The same thing that happened to you last time when you say you bought a land, somebody want to take it. It also happened to me. I bought a land in Nigeria and somebody take me to police station and he cleared my land.
And if you look at all of this, at the same time, you'll be seeing people that will tell you, some will tell you, leave them, run from them, they will kill you. Some will tell you that, you know what, that's how we are doing it here. Maybe they will find another land for you. None of them will blame the people that collected your land. Now you,
I don't know what happened to
us. Now you will no act on time. Now you will no do. You know what I mean? Not those who stole your land. That's a country.
My God, it's nice talking to you, man. It's nice talking to you. I'm so happy.
Thank you. To your family, okay? And take it easy, bro.
I do.
Take care, man.
I will do. Thank you.
Yeah. Have a good one. I have another caller on the line. Yeah. Hello.
Mayegu Baba.
Sir, how are you?
I am good. I'm a first-time caller. My name is Joe. I'm calling from the US.
Amazing. Did you say Joe?
Yes, sir.
Class. And how are you doing today, sir?
Well, I'm doing good. Just hearing you, because I've been watching you for months now, and whenever I watch your show, it's been like, it's just frustrating, hearing all these things about Nigeria, So even the other day, I was, my brother and I, we were just talking, and he told me, it was like, for the past whatever weeks now, we haven't had electricity. I'm sitting there going, it's even strange to hear that because it's just, electricity is I was like, in 2023, we are still behind, not even.
Actually, in 2023, sir, yeah. Apart from electricity,
yes, sir.
Before 2023, electricity has become basic human right in the UK. Like,
exactly.
If there is any part of UK who has a problem of not having electricity, the government or whoever is in charge, they are in trouble. It's actually a human right. But sir, in 2023, they've also made it a law, especially here in the UK. Internet, good internet, fast internet is human right in the UK now.
Wow.
Do you understand? Like, you can actually sue the government for not putting the structure in place for those for those telecommunication companies to put their cable there to give them fast internet. You know what I mean? It's human right. Can you, people who don't get electricity, can you tell them that they have human right on the fast internet?
So so really, it was just strange, and I was even talking to my mom yesterday as well about this whole thing. I'm like, I've been in the US now for like 10 plus years, and I've only experienced downtime like twice and you know they alerted us beforehand, like, hey, you know, we are trying to work on something and blah blah blah. Around time, the electricity is gonna go off or go out, and then you know everything was just done in a very how do I say it, in a very structured way, you know.
You say in the most human way. That's they have all of you in mind, letting you be aware, and they know that you're still going to suffer some damages, so like some food that cannot leave your fridge for too long and all that stuff.
Exactly.
But putting you ahead is being human, saying if we were like them and somebody just turned off our light like that, they don't give a damn about us, how would we feel? Because they are humans.
True.
We don't have humans in charge of our own affairs in that place. Very sad.
Yeah, it's just strange. Like, you know, it's just like, I'm like, when are we going to realize that with the way we are going is the wrong way? Like, they just keep borrowing money and borrowing money and borrowing money. They borrow money for everything. Like,
and this money they are borrowing, sir, they are not actually investing them into any productive anything. That's the saddest part, too. Do you understand? When they say countries borrows, it's okay. Borrowing is good if you are using them for something productive. These guys are borrowing to share the money, buy cars, renovate houses. Like, do we need a soothsayer to tell people where this is headed?
Yeah, it's like Peter Obi said, a country that cannot feed itself. Yeah, we don't even produce, not even toothpick, nothing. Like it's just Nigeria.
Nigeria is going to be great one day. Somebody so stupid is saying that to you. You've seen all of this. You've seen the characters in charge of the place. You know where this is going to end, right? But one stupid ignoramus is telling you that Nigeria is going to be great one day, as if to say being great is by wish, not by hard work.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes, that was what my cousin even was telling me some months ago. He was like, there was this, I think one of the big pastors in Nigeria, he was like, they saw a vision that in 40 years, everybody, like all of us Nigerians that are in the UK, in the US, will relocate back to Nigeria because, the country is so gonna, you know. I'm like, look, bros, all those are wishful thinking.
40 years, Abi. So that is going to be vision. Yeah, it's going to be vision 2063.
Yes.
You remember vision 2020?
Yeah.
So if a pastor is now saying he's in a vision that in 40 years' time, this is 2023. So 40 years will be 2063. Maybe we should start the vision 2063 then. What do you think?
Yes, so Mayegu Baba, he was like,
thank you.
We are deceiving ourselves. You know, thank you, Mayegu. I really appreciate it. I'm really enjoying your show. Please keep doing your good work. I really appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
And stay safe, sir. Okay, thank you so much, Joe. Now I have a friend called Joe. See? And I always remember the names of my friends most of the time, and because I always have so many and almost at the same time. Sorry if I don't remember yours, like, you know. I always have almost my heart. Hello there.
Hello, my good general.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Yeah, long time. I'm fine. And yours?
Baba Adeo, like, you know me now. I've always been like daily all the time. But I just know a lot of you have the chance of saying like, Mayegu, I'm also like fine, but I know you are. Abi, how are you?
Yeah. So I thank God everything's okay, my brother.
Fantastic.
So thank you for your good work. Yeah, you see, keeping on. I know you long time. Even the time you moved into Nigeria, I told you that no way Nigeria don't have anything to offer in politics.
You remember when I still defend Nigeria? Some of these people, when they watch me,
yes, I know that time. I used to call you that time.
Let us come together. Let us form a party. Let's go and fight them. Let the poor.
Yes.
So if me when they do that one that time, Baba, it's now telling people say, not try them. You could waste your time. Am I not talking from experience?
Yes,
let me tell them. Because you watch me since that time. You watch me, they laugh.
Yes.
Now here we are.
Oh yes, I watch you even when I go to my Facebook now, my timeline, you will see that thing. I have all of them in my hands.
Tell them. So if that's me, it's not telling them say Nigeria, nobody feel help Nigeria. Some people think say, I don't know what they talk.
Yes, nobody. Even that Jesus come down from Nigeria, Jesus can never save Nigeria. It's only Nigeria by themselves will save themselves.
God bless you.
Nobody can save Nigeria. You see these criminals that are taking over the country.
Yeah.
Tinubu, you see them. All of them are spy. They are spy to Western world. FBI, CIA, all of them are just playing with the Africa. They're playing with Nigeria. Yes, our mentality, nothing again. All of them benefit from our country. These people, our criminals, we call them leaders. These people are spies. Nobody loves the country. They will not tell you truth.
Because you know what I talked that time, Baba? I said, Baba, anything where you like or love, you know, if you treat them the way criminals in Nigeria are treating Nigeria, if they really love Nigeria, they will treat something where they like that. It's not possible.
No, something is
how can you treat like that? You don't like, you hate, and you hate the people there. That's the kind of country. That's the way they are ruling Nigeria. Somebody said that they too about that. They said that my emotion. I said, no be emotional. They see we like in country, no go deal with. They no go loot them like that. They no go impoverish their people like that. Those guys no.
No, you can't.
They say that my emotion.
Yes. No, not your emotion, my brother. You are telling them reality. Right from beginning, right from independence, they handle over the country. They call all of them, the people that winning this. People they rig in because nothing like election. It's just to rig abrata. They rig into the people. All of them are spy. We know, me myself, I know that after Buhari, Tinubu will take over. If you are following the game, what is going? That time they do SARS. You see the British consular, that woman, that devilish woman. All of them was together. All of them planned this thing to shoot these guys with SARS. The Western world was away. British consular was there. They planned the thing. When the woman meeting with Tinubu, after they planned them, everything finished.
She met with
they killed the people, kept the people body. Yes. This thing, they're working together. That very woman, that consular now, that British consular, that very woman.
Evidence there everywhere now. Now people won't pretend.
Is that everywhere now? We know Nigeria is only something that I hate for Nigeria. Nobody is sincere. Even the people that want to fight, if you come out to fight for Nigeria, Nigeria will kill you too.
That's right.
Nigeria citizens, they will use them and kill you too.
Yes, and they will blame you.
That's why
they will blame you. Who said you? Who said you come fight for us? Fight for us.
No, yes, they will kill you too. That's why Nnamdi Kanu know these things. He watch them. He know that he will not fight for these people. These people will kill me. Why Nnamdi Kanu is alive? Because he served Biafra. So the Igbos push him for back.
That's right.
If he say Nigeria, they will not the country for don't go, they for don't kill that guy to away. Any person that they come out to fight Nigeria citizens will kill you. Not this elite. They will use them and kill you. The Western know this thing. Yes. Westerns know this thing. They arrange them in a very way. They arrange them. Nothing can save Nigeria except Nigeria themselves. You see this? When they rise, and it's a bloody revolution. Bloody. If a soldier come, when you are going to sleep, ready for soldier, ready for police.
That's right.
Them have family, kill them, kill their family. Everybody will surrender. Nigeria will start again. With that bloody revolution, no Jupiter, no if Jesus will not save Nigeria. Nobody can redeem Nigeria. It's bloody revolution.
God bless
you. Yes, when Nigeria know what they are doing.
Thank you.
That's the only thing, because Nigeria has a big problem. They have a big problem. So we cannot deceive ourselves. All our leaders, right from independence, all of them are spies. They are spies. Them Tinubu, CIA, FIB, all of them know everything, FBI. They know what they are doing. These Tinubu are using Tinubu for a long time as a spy. They are working together. I think himself, all of them are spy. They use them for work. Them are spy. If what they doing now, when the election come, there will be new person come to take them to fool the people. Like Obi, then bring Obi. We know, I know, Obi can never be there. Then just bring Obi to make the people feel happy. This is the game. The Western world bring Obi come, they bring Obi come, put Obi there to make people happy because they know that the youth not like Atiku, not like Tinubu. They bring Obi to make the fools happy. We know nothing like election in Nigeria. All the leaders are spy. Obasanjo, as you see Obasanjo, all of them are all spy. Yakubu Gowon, spy. Babangida, spy. All of them are British spies. We know everything now. Buhari is a spy. Tell me in a country, in a democracy, somebody like Buhari, a cow brain can rule Nigeria. A cow. Buhari is cow. Cow. Nothing is in Buhari head. They allowed Buhari to rule Nigeria. So, he put Nigeria now. He has destroyed the economy. Only thing can save Tinubu. Let Tinubu come and tell the people through. Buhari destroy everything. Buhari destroy Nigeria will never. He will never redeem again.
Responsible by this Tinubu.
Yes.
Anyway, because
nobody. Tinubu now come to take his own. After he take his own, he turn by turn. He go. Other person will come. Look at the people. People that love country, businessman. Think of that. How can you borrow money and share? You are borrowing money and share. How the economy will move? You are not investing money.
No.
You just go and borrow money and share for the few criminals. Nigeria is sitting down looking at them. He said the country is normal. It's not normal.
It's not.
It's not normal.
It's not
in
normal.
any good country, any country that you will know that you know spy, when the elite rule finish, all the retired soldiers, all the other country in Africa, watch them well. When the president rule finish, you need to go to exile. Go stay for exile. This French country you are looking, some of their own president need to go exile France after you rule finish. Go stay. You can never rule the finish. Thief all the money, you stay the country looking at them. So that's why Nigeria is not going anywhere. No president in Nigeria have got to exile. This is they finished Nigeria. No president has got to exile. After they finish
the crime, they can't stay at the crime scene. So you're waiting you now want
nothing.
Hey.
Yes.
They are
they have not finished. They have not. The country is full of cowards. Cowards.
Man.
Full the country. Nobody is thinking about government. It's just like the time of Mobutu Seko from Congo. When the man has ruled the country 40 years, when they interview me in Western world, you know what he told them? He said nobody care about politics. Everybody is a musician. Everybody is into music to dance. So the country, God has given him the country. That's what the man told the people in public. This is how Nigeria is be. Nobody is interested in politics. Then forget, politics is life. Politics is your God in this earth. His government, nothing again. They're only deceiving themselves with these criminals call themselves pastors. All of them are behind. They're working together. Look at Agbadorians since 8 years now, or 16 years. Agbadorians must put person into this any government. Do you think that is not beneficial?
No, RCCG, Redeemed Church, is the prayer wing of APC. If you don't know that one before, then that means a lot of people are not really following. Okay, APC.
Yes!
See, APC is the prayer wing of APC. I'm sorry, Redeemed Church is the prayer wing. Boko Haram is the armed wing of APC. Know this truth, Mazi, and you know the truth. Know this and know the truth. It's not new.
Yes. Nigerians have to stand up, tell themselves the truth. Only truth can save them, nothing again. You know what? These people, nobody tell himself. Every papa deceive papa, mama deceive mama, chicken deceive papa. They're just deceiving themselves. Nothing. Bloody revolution is on the solution. These criminals will run away. As the Tinubu run away in the SARS. That SARS, they run away. Before British woman bring
during the end SARS.
Yes, this is how all of them supposed to run to leave the country. So another new guy will enter the country. That's only thing. And give the law. Give the law. If you offend the law, they hang you. This is the only thing. When the people see the law, any country that don't have law, Nigeria don't have law. The defense of the country is institution. Number one. Everybody, nobody is above the law. But Nigeria, nobody. So tell me how the country will go. After you finish, you put somebody. Look at the River State. Yes, we can have finished now. We can have put person. This condition, how much to pay him?
Yes.
He's talking like it's his own money. Even in front the party, is it not the River State money? We can have money. You don't have nothing. Look at the way they are brand
all of them
talking
today,
to the
they
people.
have so much money, which happen to be public money.
Yeah.
Mazi, yes. Another one, eh? It's
thank you very much. God bless
from you again. Seriously.
Yeah. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
You have a good one, okay? And stay safe too, eh? That's a Mazi there. However, I'm gone. Why did I lose you? I'm so sorry. I have a caller. I had a call coming through. There's something just okay. I cut it off mistakenly. So I wanted to blame some imaginary something that cut your call off. Okay, so hello there.
Mayego, how are you doing?
I am very well, sir. How are you?
I'm okay. My name is Jerry. I'm calling from Texas.
Hi, Jerry.
So,
I think I've spoken to you before. Have I not?
Yeah, we spoke once.
Abi?
Couple of weeks ago, yeah.
That's brilliant. So, thank you so much for calling me. Yeah, go on, please.
I want to add myself to the list of these, all these your popular callers. What's their name? Prince Gentleman and all the rest.
You know, they are veteran callers, right? Somehow they have been beaten tonight. I've not seen them tonight, okay? But please don't call them so that other people can get in there, or else they have a trick of getting through.
Okay.
Eh?
No, I'm not calling them. I'm just saying I want to add myself to the list of Prince Gentleman and Peter and all that of them.
Right.
Okay. So I was listening to this comment that this guy that just made it, that just spoke to you right now.
Yeah.
Said,
that's my own man. Go on.
Yeah. I think I want to support his idea. And I had if you remember one of the points I brought out in my last call, I was just, of course, again, questioning Tinubu's identity. But just like I live in the US, again, constitutionally here, I was born in Nigeria. I can never be a president. I can be any other thing, but never a president.
Right.
But
because you were born in Nigeria. Even if your parents were Nigerian and you were born in the US, you can be American president. Yeah. But migrating to the US, you can't be American president.
I can't be a president.
Right.
And that was, remember, that's what challenge Donald Trump had with Obama. When they had to question his birth certificate, and he brought it that he was born in Hawaii. So, again,
so there is actually a historic, there's some legal importance of that in America. That even no matter how good you are, you can be anything in America and everything, but you can never be American president if you are born outside America.
But the reason is this. We have Buhari that said that build a lot of things for Niger Republic because he has his cousins and nephews in Niger Republic. So he cannot afford to abandon them.
Divided
and at the same time,
divided patriotism.
Good. At the same time, Tinubu just get into power. The first thing he's doing is renovating his houses, renovating his offices, renovating everything, buying a hatch for himself, buying cars and everything for his family.
That's right.
Instead of taking care of the need of the masses. Again, that's why I still said it's Tinubu in Nigeria.
Is he because
Is he a Nigerian? And if there is a way that these Fulanis that are trooping from Mali, Mauritania, Algeria into Nigeria, as soon as they cross in, they claim to be Nigerian, and they got into Senate, got into everything, and begin to transit themselves into presidency, either by crooks or by hooks. So my thought on this thing this guy is saying is, we are in a hook where I feel like we are in deep shit. Nigeria is in a deep shit because what Tinubu did, I think every Nigerian, either you call them Wike or who else are we going to talk about? Some of these, Shettima, they also what Tinubu did. So when Tinubu finished rolling the 6 years, Tinubu will actually conduct that next election.
He would. He's going to conduct
it. Before I get into that, could you imagine the country we live in that Wike said Port Harcourt is his base. So if anybody loses his base, they have lost everything. So Port Harcourt is his base.
That's right.
So how about Peter D? How about what's this other one? His President Amechi. Where are their base?
Well, they will go and find another place then. Because Wike owns rivers, you say.
If every past governor has to claim the state as his base and want to be a dictator in the state, then where are we heading to? So that brings me up to the point I'm mentioning that when Tinubu finish ruling, conduct the next election, of course, all these
fix it again.
What do you call them? INEC officials will put him there, and nobody will want to go to court again because we already seen what he did now. So you don't even want to bother yourself going to court. So he will do his 8 years. And after that, he will conduct the next election.
What people are saying, Jerry? People are now saying that if people are foolish enough to say they want to go into another election with Tinubu, they better just go with violence for violence. Because Nigeria court now shows that once you have it, they will protect you. Don't come cry to them and say they have taken your mandate from you, that the court should give it to you. If not gone, you go higher. If not killing everybody, now Nigeria is back to that period of Obasanjo where political assassination. Go on.
So when Tinubu finish, and of course, I'm sure that, let me say, Wike will push so hard, as well as Shettima will as well push so hard to say it is their turn. And for the most part, Shettima will win it because he is the North now. Okay, right. Well, it is the South has done their own, so now he's going to the North. So Shettima will be the next president. Tinubu will conduct it. As long as Shettima will remain loyal to him, he will say, Shettima, it's your turn to rule. Shettima will take over. Bro, that's what I'm saying. What this guy just mentioned here, I just feel like it's awesome.
You connect, you really connected to it, right? That these guys are spies, right?
Now, the only thing I think that I will disagree, and I've been thinking of how to echo my own opinion.
Okay.
I know there was a time you mentioned about approximately at your age, and I remember I was born in the early 70s.
Oh,
so
bless you.
Probably around early 80s, I was a little bit mature. And since then,
that means you are a teenager in that mid 80s. So definitely you are you know what was happening there. So tell me, go on, sir.
So and I don't know if anybody would remember that some of your listeners, because I know you have about 2,000 to 3,000 people listening, and some people will listen your program on a replay, like I will do. But I am available today, so a lot of people will listen to it on a replay. Let's hear who would actually remember how life has been around early 90s. Well, early 90s and late 90s. Because I came to Lagos about 1997 or 98.
Right.
Bro, Nigerian youth have been standing up. During Babangida, I think I know for sure Babangida's regime. Nigerian youth protested. So many people were killed. So many youth who were protesting killed. That continued to then when Abacha get into power. A lot of people were killed. Now, till then, from then to today, I think Nigerian youth have been standing up. When people say youth should stand up, I think I will always say youth have been standing up. But I know. In fact, there was this one that even when Babangida the election of June 12th. Bro, do you remember how riot was after?
I witnessed it. I witnessed that.
Riot was like.
I did.
The people don't remember this. That Nigerian leaders have been killing Nigerians so much in mass, in drones. However, they've been killing them I think there is a report about people that this former governor of Abia State, they say they got about 80, 90 bodies somewhere. But
yes, now
Nigerian youth have been standing up. Yeah. But Nigerian youth have been standing up. People should remember. Because when people blame these youth, they are quiet, they are silent, they're not doing anything. I don't know how. Now, I know a lot of them have fear of dying. Compared to what this crazy man said two weeks ago in his presentation, saying if they have killed him, what would have happened? His body would have. But people have been killed in mass that after Mexico. So many people have been killed, but when you kill them, who are you going to fight? Who are you going to challenge? A lot of people come down because if you keep doing, they'll keep killing. Do you understand? They will keep killing. So at the time, people retire and say, well, I don't know if I would say it's the best opinion. I don't know how we're going to do it. What I just agree with what this guy said is Nigerian problem will start from the military. It better start from the military. Because these guys have gone. They are empowered. They could kill as many as possible.
That's right.
Until they will revolt and say we will not agree. Then that's when the masses will. Another thing will be it will start from the north.
Right.
Because Igbos have been wasted a lot. Igbos have been killed. Like even as Tinubu is in power, he don't mind killing 5, 6, 7,000 people. As this guy talked about what happened in NSAS, to tomorrow, I still think it's Tinubu that perpetuated that killing in Lekki. But after Lekki, we saw Lekki on. There are so many more killings in a lot of places. Yes, in Abia, in Owerri, during that NSAS, they killed so many people.
In Obigbo. So many people don't know that. They started another set of, another round of killings of Nigerians, especially from the 25th of October. Yeah. See, when they killed people on the 20th of October, then the following day, everywhere went quiet. That was in Lagos. So they were killing people in Enugu. Young people were being hunted down by police, being slaughtered in Obigbo. Where the Wike actually spent 2 weeks, declared curfew to carry out that massacre. You are so right.
I thought it was more than, yeah, okay, well, it's just 2 weeks. So picking up cops, yeah. But we can wasted a lot of people in Obigbo, in River State.
Yes.
For I don't know if it was up to 2 months or 3 months.
That's right.
He was just killing people. So, I mean, if this problem will start from the north, if the Northerners will actually stand up, like whenever they feel like they are tired of this and stand up, because if it's for the north, they will kill them the way they would use live bullets and kill all the Igbos.
On the Southerners, especially the Igbos.
Good. So if you start from there, or another thing is if you start among the militaries, however it's going to happen, I don't know, bro, but I'm tired of this system.
Well, honestly, I am tired of this when people anticipate,
however you guys keep talking, however you guys keep talking and keep preaching and keep encouraging people, I'm not saying lose your faith. I'm just saying sometimes when people say youth are not standing up, I feel like, bro, youth have been standing up. I know for sure. I was in Benin. I know what happened before Abiola crisis. And even till then, when I was in Lagos, oh my God, they were, in fact, some days during riots in Lagos, I've been seeing that body everywhere, in Solo, in Solo, in Anitire, in Joshua, until my two, bro, dead bodies everywhere. It was happening often. So if people say youth are not standing up, I would just say it's not true. It's not true. But I guess those people that have gone are actually overpowering us and they are intimidating us. So, but however we're going to do it or whatever strategy we will use to overpower these leaders, I don't know, but we're not going to give up.
We won't.
That's just all I think I want to say.
Thank you so much.
I don't want to take up all your time. So
you have already, but it's worth it. Trust me, it's really, really worth it, okay? Thank you so much for all of that. Right?
Sometimes I feel like when people say youth are not standing up, I'm like, you know how many people that have been killed? like people that have guns.
It is like we are not acknowledging their sacrifices, and it's not fair.
Exactly, when they kill, look at what happened in what they call it. This police person, they are here saying that what do they call it? A python dance, snake dance, whatever. You know how many people they kill over there for no reason?
Campaign of genocide, of course. See, thank you so much once again.
And when they do, you cannot question the government. You cannot come out and challenge them. They have guns, they have bombs. If you talk, they kill you more. Who are you going to go? Man, I don't know, but I appreciate
we will find out. It is a sort of rhetorical questions to say, what are we going to do? We know what we're going to do. How are we going to do it? We do as well.
If they have taken it easy with Nigerians, bro, Nigerians would have evacuated these people. South Africa, all these other countries.
Yeah.
All these other countries where people are protesting and running around and challenging the government, Nigerians would have done it, but nobody could. Look at all the rounds that people did. They just rubbish it. The man saw his vote, his victory, took away from his eyes. But he can't challenge anybody. He can't challenge, but people couldn't do anything. His victory was taken from his eyes. Clear, he brought out the evidence. They took it away.
Fortunately. Thank you so much, sir. Right? You're going to be my last caller anyway. So thank you very much for dropping all that, okay? And
Mayego, I appreciate talking to you. I'm so grateful. Let's keep pushing and see what we can do to change this government.
Thank you very much. Okay, have a good one, sir. That's a very good one there. Emotionally, sort of, powerful, so to say, and factually truthful too. Thank you to everybody who is part of this set tonight. To all of you who have indeed contributed by commenting, by phoning, and every other means you've made this really, really worthwhile for everybody who joined tonight, okay? Including myself who did the presentation, okay? I want to say thank you to all of us. Me. Thank you, Mayego. That's fine, don't worry. So thank you. I will see you some other time. And if you did join us midway, I advise you watch this from the start. But remember, you should fast forward about 5-6 minutes of it first if you don't like all those dramas, singing and all that from the beginning. But if you are with us all through tonight, yes, this is us coming to the end of the broadcast now. Now, don't leave without liking the broadcast. That is your own offering, okay? I will see you some other time. Meanwhile, until then, stay safe and keep it simple. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun dayari Mayebi number 1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun dayari Mayebi number 1.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí.
Mayegun dayari Mayebi number 1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun dayari Mayebi number 1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun dayari Mayebi number 1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun dayari Mayebi number 1.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun dayari Mayebi number 1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun dayari Mayebi number 1.
Mayegun dayari politico.
Mayegun dayari Mayebi number 1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun dayari Mayebi number 1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun dayari Mayebi number 1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun dayari Mayebi number 1.
súnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Wọ́n bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Àyè.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì í o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi